Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you won't stop, and you don't stop, and you won't stop. I was a terror since the public school era. Bathroom passes, cutting classes, squeezing asses. Smoking blunts was a daily routine since 13. A chubby nigga on the scene. I used to have the tray deuce and the deuce in my bubble goose. Now I got the Mac in my knapsack, lounging black, smoking sacks up in accent sidekicks with my sidekicks, rocking fly kicks. Honeys wanna chat, but all we wanna know is where the party at. And can I bring my gat? If not, I hope I don't get shot. Better throw my vest on my chest, cause niggas is a mess. It don't take nothing but front for me to start something. Bugging and fucking at niggas like I was duck hunting. Dumbing out just me and my crew, cause all we wanna do is party and bullshit and party and bullshit and party and bullshit and party and bullshit and party. 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 Hugs from the honeys, pounds from the roughnecks. See my man say that I knew from the projects. Said he had beef, asked me if I had my piece. Short 222s in my shoes. Holla if you need me, love, I'm in the house. Roman strong, see what the honeys is about. Moet poppin', hope poppin', ain't no stoppin'. Big Papa, I'm a bad boy. Niggas wanna front, who got your back? Niggas wanna flex, who got the gap? It ain't hard to tell I'm the East Coast overdoser. Nigga, you scared just a poster. Nigga, I toast you. Is he drunk off a Henny and skunk? Or some brand new we in shit beating down bitches in the back looking righteous. In a tight dress, I think I might just hit her with a little Biggie 101. How to tote a gun and have fun with Jamaican rum conversation. Blunts in rotation, my man Big Jock got the Glock in his waist and was smoking, drinking, got the hooker thinking. If money smell bad, then this nigga big and stinking. Is it my charm? I got the hookers eating out my palm. She grabbed my arm and said, let's leave calm. I'm hitting skins again. Rolled up another blunt, bought a Heineken. Niggas start to low down like kids got choked out, blows was thrown, and a fucking fight broke out.
Oh man, here it comes.
Can't we just all get along so I can put stickies on her chest like little Sean? Get a pissy drunk off a dog, carry on, and it's on, and I'm gone, that's that.
Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is time once again, and for the last time this year, welcome everybody to the Wingnut Roundup for December of 2021. This is it. We made it. We've only got a short, scant few hours, and then finally, this year is over. It's done. We can say goodbye, adios, sayonara to 2021, and I don't know about you. I think this might have been the worst year of my life. Like, no joke. It has been rough. I thought 2020 was rough. This year was rough. It was rough. It was tough. But, you know, the thing is, too, it's like I always say with the Wingnut Roundup, it's like finding those little things that, like, really keep you going. And doing this show is a blessing to me, and you are a blessing to me, and I'm just so happy that you're here. Hello. Ooh, hello down there. Hello. I didn't read it. That's okay. And as if 2021 can sense its impending demise, it took from us, all of us, a living saint. Rose. Beautiful Rose. Betty White. She passed away at the very young age of 100. I don't know about you, but that's one hell of a run, especially for being a living saint that is loved by everyone. I don't know. Words escape me. That was a gut punch. So yeah, we are doing the roundup today rather than yesterday. we were having power issues over here. I had gotten everything set up, the whole studio, everything was good. And then all of a sudden, I just started having these power issues, and my computers are going down, and I don't know what that was about. But we're good today. But it's unfortunate because then we wouldn't have this downer of Betty White. You know, we would have had no idea, and we could have just had the Roundup in bliss, not knowing that she was gone.
Finally catching Roundup live from Norway. Thanks for keeping being you and helping me stay sane while living with anti-vax dad before buying my own house and moving out.
Oh, man.
Can we get trans rights in the chat?
Always, every time. Trans rights, 100%. Well, holy shit. Wow.
Hey everyone. Wishing you all a great new year.
Oh.
Much love to everyone in chat, Jeff, Memory and all of the Passions viewers. Heart.
I love you so much, 13. That's very, very kind of you. Very generous. That's wild. Wow. Thank you, buddy. We do a soap opera stream over on my Twitch channel. We're doing one tomorrow, in fact, for New Year's Day. So if you ever wanted to watch a couple of drunks playing a drinking game while watching a really weird soap opera, you should swing on by sometime midday tomorrow. No, it's a trip. You know, and it's sad. It's sad about Betty. But at the same time, at least we can all collectively raise our glasses and toast to her on this, the brink of the death of 2021. I don't know about you, but I could use a drink. So, usually I try and stick to like just white wine or something like that. But, I mean, you know, it's New Year's Eve, so let's, whoop, hey, opa! Let's have some champagne. All right, everybody grab a glass. Grab a glass, even if it's just your water bottle or some juice box or something like that, to Betty White. Keep them up. And one other thing, tragedy also struck my household recently. And I want to also toast really quick to one of the best dogs that ever lived, Stella. She sadly left us just a few days ago, and it's still really hard. It's pretty deep. So to Stella as well. Good dog. Good dog. That dog saved my life. It's true. No joke. I got lost in the woods in the middle of the night, and it was only by that dog blazing a trail and coming back, and I heard the jingling of all the stuff on her collar. That's how she led me out. Got back to the trail. Oh, yeah. I forgot to introduce. The Earth Mother is coming back in a special cameo to enjoy the Roundup with us. What does she have to say? Earth Mother says, after all humans have been doing, I took Betty back. I think that's pretty fair. I think, yeah. I guess we probably have that one coming, right? All right. Ooh. It is so much harder to drink champagne than white wine, especially when I was like kind of used to white wine. Like, yeah, I could just drink bubbles. All right, let's catch up real quick. We have some very fun programming. I still have the programming from yesterday. Also, I'm wearing this now. But, like, to tell you how ridiculous it was that I was supposed to do the Roundup yesterday, I was going to be wearing, like, this shark onesie when you put the hood up, and it's got, like, teeth, and it looks like my head's stuck in the mouth. And, like, I just didn't think it was appropriate now that we just are queen. All right, let's catch up real quick on this, and let's get started with some Wingnuts. Kelsey Chamberlain, thank you so much. Very, very sweet of you. Zebra Vlogs finally made it on time. I'm sat here with my pint of Guinness. Happy New Year, folks. Aiden Helio. Happy New Year from your fellow autistic atheist pothead. January, the month of Janus. Sid, been watching since the Song of Salt and Poo days. But this is the first time I'm able to catch a Roundup live. You're awesome, dude. I love seeing how you've evolved throughout the years, and you always make me giggle. Stay beautiful. Aww. We'll do two more, and actually, we have mail. I totally forgot about that. We have to do mail. Random Guy says, rest in peace, Betty White. Always a friend, a confidant. Isolationist, agorist. Hey, yo, HNY, Daddy Jeff? What does HNY stand for? Chat, can you help me out with that? I'm kind of a boomer. I'm a boomer. I don't understand these These new acronyms you guys got. What does LOL stand for? Is it just me or does my mic sound really noisy today? This comes from, let's see, Shelly. Happy holidays. Been following for a bit, finally catching up on midweek mimosas. Oh, yeah. If you guys ever want to go and see the podcast that me and Memory do together, it's over on her channel, which I believe is just MEMS, MEMS. I should put a link in the description. Somebody should remind me to do that after the roundup, will you? But I always watch Wingnut. I happen to play recorder, mostly medieval Renaissance music. Felt compelled to send a little something, though the sticker's not my design.
Hey Jeff,
Ooh.
too funny not to share. My brother asked me about the nut gathering stream I was leaving the party chat for. I was so confused I had to reread the texts I sent. I was picturing acorns and squirrels like WTF did I say?
That's fantastic. That's very, very nice of you. Thank you so much.
There's a woman covered by you or Miles that I can't remember the name of. She was famous for exposing the scary-sounding chemicals in food that were used in non-edible things like yoga mats
Food
and
babe.
airplane
The food
de-icing
babe.
fluid.
Vanny Hari.
Could you help me out?
Vanny Hari, the food babe. Seems like you two would be fun to hang out with. Maybe get high, lol. And thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much, Shelly. That's sweet. And I got a bookmark and everything. That's cool. Thank you. And then I also got this giant thing. There's some naked people on the card, so we'll just not show that. It doesn't say to read on stream, but it's pretty nice. So I'll just read the first half of it. Merry Christmas from New Zealand. As a small token of our appreciation for your YouTube videos over the years, please enjoy some New Zealand chocolates and a CD from one of our best local bands, Shihad. I think it's Shihad. Pretty rad and been around forever. On one of your Twitch streams many moons ago, on my suggestion, you listened to the song Wait and See, and you seem to enjoy it. Oh, yeah. Sweet. Been following for a long time, even through the dark, grifty time. Thank you so much. That's very, very sweet of you. That's wonderful. Whenever there's an alert for the Wingnut Roundup, we tell each other it's that ding butt roundup is on soon. I love it. Cool. Yeah, and this thing is like literally full of giant bars of New Zealand chocolate. And I mean full. And I got a CD. That's fucking rad. Thank you so much. I might snack on this throughout the roundup. I try not to, but I might. I really like chocolate. Yeah, if you ever want to send me anything, I do have a P.O. box. Just make sure any letters mark if it's okay to read on stream. Because, you know, back in the day when I did mailbag streams on my other channel, I started reading a letter at one point, and it immediately started getting really heavy, and I had to just stop. I'm like, oh, we'll read that later. So just let me know. All right. Catch up just a little bit more, and then we're going to get going here. Making me bend over. Lauren Tallis, can we get a happy birthday to Sterling Scott? Happy birthday, Sterling Scott. He has literally been watching the roundup since birth. We watched you in the OR recovery room. No shit. Well, happy birthday, Sterling. Soulstone says, roundup time, edibles of the fam and Jeff. Woohoo. Pixel Pixie, partner broke out of the hospital after dental surgery just to make sure we got to see the roundup live, so bring on the wingnuts. And let's do two more, and then we'll get going. Attic Art says, hey, oh, no, we read that one. Thank you again, Attic Art, Ultrasound 700. Jose Bruna, Happy New Year, mate. First roundup live from the UK. Thank you. And Victor Keel says, this is my first roundup I am seeing live. Let's get this party started. All right, so we're going to get going. There's still some more to read, but we'll read them as we go. Let's see, what do I have first, actually? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so I did the whole programming and lined everything up yesterday, and I have since totally forgotten everything. Totally forgotten every single goddamn one that I set up there. So I'm going to be surprised just as much as you are. But first and foremost, we have to do the YouTuber thing. Oh.
Dr. Reverend Uncle Jeffy, I am so happy you are able to be online today.
Aw, thank
Finished some rad LARP armor and this is a break for me. Tilda, love you all.
you. Aw, I love you too. That is very sweet of you. I'm actually going to turn...
Been working on some new projects and developing my art
Volume.
skills so I can quit my soulless office job. It's going to be a long, and probably scary, road. But I'm pleased to say I have my spouse's full support.
That's fantastic.
Love you and all you do, Daddy
is-
Jeff.
That is really fantastic. Good for you. Pursue your dreams, guys. You know, you never know when
I
it's
love
gonna work
ya
out.
bunches, Jeff. Been a loyal supporter since OG Drunken Peasants, and you have a heart of gold. Very cool to hang out with you and the loonies every month.
Yeah, I love you too. You're fantastic. Just look, that whole heart of gold thing, don't tell anybody, okay? Just keep it on there. I have a reputation, okay? You know, I got a reputation. If you want any of this beautiful fancy merch, you can go to brainforcesideffects.com. Brainforcesideffects.com. I was only lucky to get that because I literally stole it from internet comment etiquette Eric moments before he could get it while we were on a live stream together. Anyway, let's get started with some Mumbi.
From my
Ooh, that's loud. That's spicy. That's spicy.
perspective, what has happened is that they are creating that universe that I told you about. You know, basically what's happening is that the Babylon system has collapsed and it is fading. It's the natural world has literally kicked out the Babylon system. But the Babylon system still has the minds of the majority of the people. Please watch my show on consensus reality to understand where I'm going with this.
So I thought I would start this out a little bit with some Mumbi because, to be honest with you, I found 2 Mumbi videos that are fantastic. But this one is all about the metaverse. And I don't know about you guys. But I have seen so many Wingnut videos this past month of people just pooping their pants over the metaverse. People are freaking out. And any of us who have like played old school like digital worlds like Second Life or something like that, we're like but in conspiracy land, this is huge fucking news, man. This is like Johnny Mnemonic, man, or like The Matrix.
And because they have the minds of the majority of the people, they're still able to, you know, to keep themselves going as the world collapses around them. Because nature has rejected them. Nature is going to, she's on a whole cleansing phase right now. She's expelling all that is cancerous to her, all that is wicked in her system.
Nature had that turpentine enema recommended by Sunfruit Dan.
As she gets ready to replenish herself. And, you know, she's also heating up. It's like the way when, you know, something is attacking your body, your temperature will go up so that it can remove those enemy cells. That's basically what Mama Earth is doing, Mama Gaia, whatever you want to call her. And as she does this, many people, like the Mzungu's beloveds, they won't be able to come out into the sunshine. And many of our own people who have...
Happy New Year. My partner, Danny, had his top surgery consultation this month. I'm so excited for him and the road ahead for us. Can I get a trans rights in the chat and can you tell him congrats?
Trans rights, of course, and congratulations, Danny. I'm overwhelmed and happy for you. That's fantastic. Good to hear. So I find it, and it's very, very great. Like all the generosity, guys. I thank you so much. It's very, very sweet. I like this narrative that Mumbi's got going on because it's kind of like this. It's kind of like this like eco-spiritualism sort of thing that I saw a lot, especially when I was going to college, where they see. Well, I mean, if we want to go back to Matrix, humankind is a virus, a bad case of fleas. And I think that's interesting. I mean, it obviously isn't necessarily a real correlation or anything like that. But it's so fascinating how Mumbi takes this, like the direction that she takes it. I wheeled it back just a little bit for this.
You want to call her. And as she does this, many people, like the Mzungu's beloveds, they won't be able to come out into the sunshine. And many of our own people who have adopted too much of their ways, their diet, their system, will also find it, you know, the heat pretty intense. So
I feel like we need to figure something out. She has used that word, Muzungu, a lot. Can somebody in the chat please just like Google that for me? I want to know what Mzungu is supposed to mean. I have a sinking feeling I know what it is. I'm just curious. I mean, but if it is what I think it's supposed to be, I think it kind of. Ooh.
Is nature drinking jelly juice?
Yes, that's correct. Nature is drinking jelly juice. The Earth Mother decided that she needed to purge us, Babylon, from the system. And so she decided to drink jelly juice and waterfall us completely off the surface of the earth. Mzungu are basically lost souls. Means wanderer. Ah, interesting. Okay. Well, that's a lot better than I thought it was. Because like the whole idea of like, if everything's heating up, but the sun's getting too hot and they just can't handle the heat and the sun. And I think that there's like a basement dweller joke in there somewhere, but I don't know.
So we are in the worst of times and we are in the best of times. The best of times for us, but the worst of times for them. And you see, they need the consensus reality. They need the collective minds of the people, which is now why they're pulling people into these multiple universes. And that's what all this lockdown vibes has been about, beloveds. It's been about getting people to be used to being in their literally coffin, because that's what all these apartments and houses, they're all square. By the way, we never lived in square houses just because of how energy would get trapped in the corners. We always wanted to live in circular structures so that the energy would...
The feng shui was just not good in rectangular houses. I don't know.
Flow and so many things, but our ancestors were ahead of their times. They may have not explained everything, but they left signs for us to be able to study and reason and meditate on and hear their voice on why they did that. You see, they want us to tap out of our true power and the true power of the universe, which is nature. And you see, nature has now rejected them, so they're disconnected from nature. And so many of them will have to live underground, indoors, because the environment around, karma's coming back.
Okay, so like this is what's so fascinating about this, and ultimately I decided to get 2 Mumbi episodes in the roundup because this one was just so fascinating. It's not the funniest, but it is the most fascinating. Is this really strange idea that nature in and of itself has selectively chosen to just be like, nah, 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 and it's just not down. It's not down anymore with your square houses and everything like that. Nature is rejecting people because people rejected nature. That's why they're making alternative virtual worlds so that they can exist in the dark, in the basements, in the dwellings, and still like have some semblance of like a real life. Whereas whomst is nature just gonna be like, nah, you're cool. Not you, not you, not you, not you. You're cool. Not you, not you, not you. We're all right, but not you. You're cool. I find this so fascinating. Let's give her just a little bit more.
All the pollution they put out is coming back. But most importantly, the world is heating up. And so in order to keep the minds of the people, they are now trying to transition them from the real world, the natural world,
right,
into a simulation, superficial world of their making. And then they'll create multiple worlds within that. Some believe we're already in a simulation. Check out our sister Fleur Brun. I think that's what her name is, yeah.
Yeah.
Very controversial, but from all of this, you pick the discernment and you get the keys that will blow open different parts of your mind that have been clogged down and closed up.
I always find this really fascinating about Mumbi, though, is like she's got this idea of Babylon. Babylon is this huge, oppressive, overwhelmingly controlling and powerful force when she needs you to be afraid. But then Babylon has fallen or is falling. It fell, but then it was back. But now it's falling currently. Like as we speak right now, it's tumbling down, except it already fell, and it's overwhelmingly powerful. There might be something there. I don't know. I don't know. Or it might just be something clever to use for video propaganda. I don't know. All right, let's catch up a little bit here. That will not be the last time that we see Mumbi this roundup. The next time, we will be in a very different frame of mind. Oh boy. Let's see. I read that. Jemmy Key, 77. Got my wine ready. I raised my glass for Betty White in the end of this awful year. Emmy Val, hey Jeff, this year has been a dark one. I almost had a relapse in my mental health, but I'm still here, still fighting. Blessings to you and all here for New Year, and may we all heal from heartache. Indeed, I agree. Isolation is Tagora, since the Earth Mother is here. All praise to be to her. Uwu. HNY is Happy New Year. Oh, Happy New Year. Well, Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to the Earth Mother. Cody Gorman. One of the sad things about working at Amazon warehouse is packing anti-vax books like Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s new book. I respect what you're doing. You know, I could just go off about RFK Jr. these days, but it's like beating my head against a wall. I'll pick it up next year. B. Hill says, Happy New Year from across the pond, Jeff. Finally got the entire polycule here to watch the roundup. We have drinks, we have snacks, we're ready for some wingnuts. Much love to you and yours. Well, thank you, and right back at you. Ravenfire, thank you again, and Space Admiral Vivi, and Mickey. Bunny Hug Bandit, 2021 was a trash year. This month alone gave me a car accident, head cold, missed near 2 weeks of my new job, and a dog bite. A dog bite, Jesus. Thank you for being the best part of this month. Happy New Year. Let's bury 2021. You damn right. Thank you again, Neon Tapir Guts and Aaron Nanasi. And Shells Bells says, hi from Spring Tucky, Jeff. Just got promoted. And no better way to celebrate than watch the roundup live. Happy New Year. Love to you and the fam. Well, thank you so much. It's very sweet of you. All right. This is not the only metaverse video. Goddamn. All right, here we go. Ever since I found this dude, I am absolutely obsessed with him. I think I'm gonna try and do my audio a little bit different to make sure I'm not blowing anybody's eardrums this month. This is some more Noah Hines Deliverance Ministry.
All right, hey everyone, how's it going? It's your brother Noah Hines. I hope that you guys are doing well, and in this video I want to address a very important topic that is...
You know what, it's going to do that on every single video now because I set this up yesterday and then I let the computer sleep. It's going to do it every single time. I'm just warning you ahead of time. Anyway, go ahead, Noah.
Is arising even as we speak right now, and that is the whole situation of the metaverse. And I want to speak about it specifically in the context of using it for evangelism, using it for church. I recently came across this post that somebody sent me on Facebook of this pastor, or so-called pastor, named Craig Rochelle, and he is actually setting this up. He is having it for his church to, you know, be able to put on that headset, that Oculus Rift kind of headset type thing.
You know, honestly, I love this idea. I think it's great. You know, I'm not a big fan of organized religion, never really have been. But I mean, if you're gonna do organized religion, and if you're gonna do organized religion, and you have a current pandemic, and we also, by the way, the United States just hit a new record for most cases. We did it, everybody. We did it. Yes, USA. Fuck me. Then you know you can still do your worship, you know, and you could just do it digitally. I think it's wonderful. What did the Earth Mother say? Happy eternal ending of all suffering life forms on Earth, and also head pats for Penny. Ooh woo indeed to you, Earth Mother. Thank you. We'll get Penny in here in a little bit. But anyway, let's see what he has to say about metaverse. He said quote unquote pastor, so we'll see.
And you can literally just go walk into church from the comfort of your house in a virtual type way. I'm going to show you guys some of those pictures, and I'm going to show you a little video of what that looks like right now that he had posted on his Facebook page.
Need his forgiveness. I want to know him. Call on his name today. When you call on the name of Jesus, he hears your prayers. He forgives your sins, and by grace, he makes you new. Those who say, yes, I need his forgiveness. Today, I give my life to Jesus. That's your prayer. Lift your hands high right now. All
right
over the
now,
place,
even
yes.
in this room right now, in
Alt
Space VR,
here,
if you want to lift your hand and give your life to Christ,
just type it in the chat.
right now, I see you back there, man. Welcome to the family of God. I see you way back there in the back. Welcome to the family of God. So glad that you're here today.
I gotta say, there's not really a whole lot of people in that church auditorium. And I don't think that's metaverse either. That looks like alt space. And I even heard somebody saying that it was alt space. I have a VR setup actually in here. I have a sensor there, and a sensor right up there for my my Oculus Rift, which is getting old. So I've been in alt space before. Yeah, it's kind of a sad looking church. That's big screen. It might be big screen actually. You know what? Actually, shit. Damn, I'm sorry. Maybe that is big screen. Fuck, dude, I don't know.
Hey, surrendering your life to Jesus. Pastor Craig is going to pray a prayer with us. Everyone, unmute. Let's pray this prayer together as a community.
So as you guys could see, you could literally go to church in a virtual type way and interact with people in your area or interact with different people as though you're going to church in the virtual realm. And I'm going to be explaining in this video why I highly disagree with this, and I believe an Oculus Rift or the metaverse, whatever have you, is something that Christians should never put on. There's not a justification for it. And I don't want this to be a video about like my opinion. I actually want to hear what you guys have to say about this whole situation down in the comment section. So please let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions regarding this whole metaverse situation down in the comment section, but allow me to explain a little bit of where I'm coming from. If you have a negative reaction to this video already, allow me to explain my position a little bit before you put some kind of
Doesn't Noah Hines kind of sound like the Burger King foot lettuce guy? Is that just me? Is that just, like, I'm serious, dude. Every time he speaks, I'm like, number 17, Burger King foot lettuce. Who would have thought Burger King would have feet in their lettuce?
angry comment or some kind of comment where you strongly disagree and whatnot, because this whole metaverse situation is something that we're going to have to face. By next year, I believe this is going to be available to the public, and they already have certain different beta simulations of this whole metaverse. And if you're not familiar with the metaverse is it's pretty much the merging between the electronic world or the artificial world and the physical world. So you could put on a headset and you can go and walk around your house or go and walk at a grocery store and literally interact with it, but there's things that you can...
The idea of doing your virtual shopping with a VR helmet and having somebody like nagging you while you're trying to pick up, like, what is that, pork and beans and some wine and shit. That is my own personal vision of hell. I'm sorry. Like, I hate shopping even as it is. And like, rather than just like being able to order, I mean, I don't have the kind of money where I can order my groceries, but like the idea of having to do that with your headset, and then somebody's like, "Can I help you? Can I help?" No, dude, fuck that.
Virtually interact with as you're physically interacting with it. So it's kind of like the movie The Matrix. I'm not commending the movie The Matrix. The Matrix is a Gnostic movie. In actuality, it's a satanic movie. But nevertheless, this whole metaverse is kind of in the birthing stages of being like a type of matrix. Now, as I'm creating this video, there may be some who, I'm sure one of the #1 accusations against my position that Christians should never wear this thing, put on this Oculus Rift, is the fact that I'm using the internet right now. They will say that I'm hypocritical. Really, the only justification that you could go on the metaverse for as a Christian is to evangelize to others. But you guys have to realize there's a point where, you go so far to where it weakens your witness. It weakens the message that you are giving when you are doing something that is compromised with the world. And I believe the internet, like when I create these videos, yes, you're not physically interacting with me, but there's not a bunch of gadgets and some big Rift thing you have to put on your face. And
so you have a problem just because it's like gadgets on your face or something like that? That's weird. Who cares? Ain't nobody forced you to get that fucking haircut. You still did it. We all make choices about personal style and aesthetics and things that we put on our body or the ways we change ourselves. I just wanted to make a haircut joke. I hate his haircut. Not that mine's that much better, but whatever. I can imagine being in VR chat. You know, you're just hanging out and having a conversation, and all of a sudden, like, some fucking messed up looking Knuckles the Echidna avatar comes up, and he's like, "Hey, brothers, have you heard the good word?" And he's trying to save my soul. Actually, shit, maybe I should do that. That sounds kind of fun.
You know, your reality is completely altered. Like, as you're listening to this video, you can still physically sense your senses, and you can still physically tell what's going on around you, right? But with the metaverse, you're literally getting put into an alternate reality altogether. And this is a reality that the devil has created. I believe the devil is trying to mimic God's creational power and give this over into the hands of human beings. And I believe, you know, one of the reasons why I'm strongly against this is because, you know, when people start interacting with this, they're going to lose sight of what is actual reality. I believe there's going to be a lot of physical negative side effects when people start putting on this Oculus Rift, this alternate reality headset type thing. I believe depression, suicide, divorce, you know, sexual sin is just going to skyrocket like.
Okay. Look, one of the reasons why we're in this predicament with people like Noah is that they don't actually understand people. They believe that the way human beings work is actually a byproduct of the devil. The devil. That's what they tend to believe. The reason why is that the way people behave is uncomfortable to them, whether it's something that's been taught to them or drilled into their minds or whatever. But they have this idea that the basic impulses that we all have and we all share that make us very much human and a part of nature and an animal are somehow sinful. And the reason for that is control. It's always been that way. If you can control somebody's most base, simple instincts, then you can control them in any other way possible. That's what the whole fucking thing is. This is not news. This is just psychological marketing and yada yada, emotional control, religions, etc., etc. People have known this for thousands of years. Oh, Earth Mother wants to chime in here in a second. But the thing is, when you are in a void where there are no rules and no restrictions, what do? Can you blame what people then choose to do on the devil or on them? As the Earth Mother, I love me some Oculus Rift. Praise me in VR. You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here first. Yes, hail Earth Mother. Hail Earth Mother. Now, I know what people do. I do. I've been on the internet a long fucking time. And in a place where you can do anything like Second Life, you know what they do? Freaky shit. Freaky shit. You are a freak. I am a freak. People are all freaks. We all have this tendency inside of us to want to explore and change, find who we are, express ourselves in different ways, and in ways that we can actually do it safely. I don't see any problem with that. The concept of being able to be anything that you want is such an incredibly empowering concept. And that is what Noah has a problem with. It's not that, you know, VR and the metaverse is going to take you away from Jesus. It's not anything about that. Burger King foot lettuce dude does not actually give a fuck about any of this. He just wants to stifle people's ability to self-expression. Because that is the work of the devil. Anyway, that's my gospel. All right. All right, let's catch up real quick. And then I actually have something really funny to tell you. Where did that go? Jesus Christ. Oh, man. So much stuff. Mickey the Figgy, Satan is too awesome to be associated with the crappiest Matrix film. Lol. I was not a big fan of the new Matrix movie. The first third I thought was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. If the first third of that movie was like the whole movie, and like you never actually got any action scenes, just Keanu acting totally fucking lunatic and shit, I would have loved that movie. It would have been great. McFlubberpants, hi Jeff, longtime viewer, wanted to use my first donation to shout out my spouse, Girasol? Hirasol. Unisol. Okay, cool. That's a beautiful name. Who was recently selected to receive a large grant to paint a mural for our country. We're both very big fans of yours. Congrats, honey. Well, thank you so much. That's very, very sweet. And congratulations on the grant. That's amazing. Lissa Leo, I have an Oculus Rift. I love my demon toy. Hail Satan, lol. Indeed. I love it too. I just never like get a chance to really enjoy it like I used to. So I was I was just kind of like dicking around while I was watching some of these videos, and I started feeling my pockets. I'm like, I got a bunch of shit in my pockets. What the fuck is this? This is a receipt for a $9 beer that I got February 15th, 2020 in Costa Mesa, California, while I was doing the CalJam investigation. It's been in my fucking suit jacket this whole time. So weird. And I got something else. I'll share what else is in my pockets here in a little bit. But first. So, okay. We're going to watch a video from our girl. Speaking of Jilly Juice. We're going to watch a video from our girl. She has given up on putting videos on YouTube. You can't find any new stuff on her YouTube. But she's still making like 3 videos a day on Facebook. So it's going to look a little strange, but not that it really matters. We're only here to hear what Jillian has to say. So let's give the platform over to good old Jillian.
So if you're
Ah! Oh, it's going to be a pain in the ass. Hang on. Come on. I got to remember the time code. I think it was 1 minute and 10 seconds, I believe. I have it on a piece of paper, but that's okay. Here we go.
So if you're typo and you're in a nurturing family who are in the main fields of science and law and biotechnology and all those main fields, and you're being nurtured a bunch of information, and you have relatively a clean bloodline, not too many deficits, yeah, you're going to see geniuses out of these kids at a young age. Now, are they really geniuses, or do they have the virus, which is the innovation?
So there's something like vaguely spooky and eugenicsy about like they have to have the right kind of bloodline to be geniuses, or they have to have the genius virus. The genius virus. Okay.
Babies, okay, that have taken on the COVID-19 and all the other variants, and you're gonna see that earlier. You're gonna but see, here's the thing. So you're gonna see that, then you're gonna see them then wanting to study and understand physics at like 11 years old. Well, of course, if they can read and they can comprehend the words and know how to look up the dictionary and know how to find the resources, they can become, I don't say geniuses, but it's not that the kid's a genius. And you gotta think about this. It's not that the kid's a genius. The kid had already the predispositions to understand information at an earlier age, and the environment and the viruses have accelerated that opportunity. But it means they're also going to supernova faster. When they take on, because what's going to happen is that they'll be exposed to new viruses in the environment.
Wait. So if the kids have a genius virus, they're going to explode? And then what happens if they take more viruses?
And they'll be getting their vaccines, they'll be getting their therapeutics. They're going to want to be in a cured state and developing, so the parent and the handlers are going to develop that child throughout their childhood up to a certain point, then the body starts breaking down. And so while it's great that we see our kids developing faster, smarter at a younger age, it is alarming because then that child's going to realize their predispositions earlier. Their lifespan is to become shorter. Because what's going to happen when they start realizing their predispositions earlier? Once the system has exploited their innovation at a younger age, they will be plied with so many therapeutics that instead of living, well, here's the thing. With now the advancement of technology, could you prolong someone's life by adding in more artificial intelligence? So then you have a transhumanist baby that is reliant on a Bluetooth doctor?
What? What? Okay. I have no idea what the fuck she just said. Hang on. I seriously thought I was keeping up. And then it just went fucking bananas. All right, let's back it up just a second.
In their predispositions earlier.
Okay.
Once the system has exploited their...
Okay, so she's saying like maybe these genius kids have the brilliance virus, might die early because they're... something happens to them. What is it? It doesn't matter.
Their innovation at a younger age, they will be plied with so many therapeutics that instead of living, well, here's the thing. With now the advancement of technology, could you prolong someone's life by adding in more artificial intelligence? So then you have a transhumanist baby that is reliant on a Bluetooth doctor?
Okay, so to save the genius babies, and they're only genius babies because they have the genius virus, but then they're going to be given too much therapeutics, whatever the fuck that means, and that's going to make them die earlier. But to save the genius babies that are only geniuses because they have a genius virus, we're going to inject them with more artificial intelligence. More. I didn't know we were injecting them with any artificial intelligence to begin with, but that's okay. And then they can be... God damn it. It is way too early in the roundup for me to be losing my shit like this. They'll be treated by the Bluetooth doctors. Okay. We got it. All right.
You take that kid away from all of their handlers and all of the science and technology that has kept them alive. Could they handle actually dealing with viruses and dealing with food in their environment? So that's the split between the Darwinist who can evolve to the level of the environment, who is not trying to innovate externally a child or themselves, but are manually innovating themselves, controlling their own evolution, versus the transhumanists who are going to have the CRISPR gene editing, who are going to have the money to go and innovate that child externally for however long they can keep them alive. And who knows, the future is yet to happen. Even though the future is now, I'm looking at like Elon Musk, and I'm looking at all the innovators out there, like Jeff Bezos, and I don't see too much keeping things, balanced.
You hear that, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos? You're not keeping it balanced between the Darwinists and the transhumanists. So saith Jilly, goddammit. So saith Jilly. I mean, for fuck's sake, like, we should be listening to Jillian. Well, not us. Not you and me. No. We don't need to listen to Jillian because, I mean, let's be real. But Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, you are being put on notice. And remember what happened to what's his fucking name? Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, he tried all of those, oh, thank you. That's very sweet of you. He tried all of those crazy alternative things to try and stay alive forever. Did he try Jilly Juice? No. What happened to Steve Jobs? Dead. I want to see Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk set aside their differences and start drinking Jilly Juice and holding hands while having waterfalls. I want to see that. Some might be like, Jeff, you really want to watch them like have explosive diarrhea? Yes, I do. It's the end of 2021. What do I got to lose? Yeah, no, I totally would watch that. Yep. Nope. Unabashedly. I totally forgot. Deparadoxism. There are now channel memberships. I totally forgot about that. I turned that on. I think you might be the first. I think you might actually be the first channel member. And it pretty much the same benefits as like Patreon and Twitch subscribers and stuff like that. It should be working in Discord, and if for some reason it's not, tell me right away. You guys don't want to watch them holding hands? Like, dude, okay, so the toilets have to be like, one's here, and then one's here, and they have to like hold hands. But they're going to be immortal. That's the whole point, is that they're... Whatever. I think I'm in trouble for that one. I might be. Do you really want waterfall-powered space travel? Yes. Look, I tell you what. Okay, I'm gonna be bold-ass honest with you, both to you guys and to the Earth Mother. I want space travel. I want space travel. I want us to seek out and explore the stars. And if the only way to do it is we have to take some brave souls, the bravest of us, and they have to have violent diarrhea, like explosive violent diarrhea, in order for us to explore and then colonize space, so be it. So be it. That is a sacrifice I am comfortable other people making. So, yeah. Oh, fuck. All right. Let's catch up on these real quick. Mickey the Vicky says, I'm so pissed about Morpheus. Oh, in the new Matrix film. Yes and no. I mean, like, again, they didn't lean into what I really hoped they would, but... I mean, if you want to see more of my thoughts on the new Matrix movie, you can check out my third channel, World of Holiday. There's a review on there. Random Guy says, number 15, the last thing you want in your church is free. But in VR chat, that's what you're going to get. Alhut Alizium. The Earth Mother was a fat chick in high school who did unspeakable things to the other deities. I'll not curse you with the details and the demonetization, but let me tell you, it was filthy. All human lives must be entangled through my wisdom. If you say so, bud. Red Royals. Hello, Red. I love you. I come into the stream to encounter Jillian. Glad I'm not eating and have plenty of booze. Happy New Year, peeps. Adam Andrew. Daddy Jeff. Happy fuck New Year. Thank you for such enlightening content. I will have a shot of Jack Apple for you and your better half. Rock on. Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate you. Cara Bellenou. Finally catching through Roundup Live. The first person that's on is Jillian. It's my lucky day, indeed. Brainwash. Jeffo, you're my favorite genius / explosive kid all around. Bless you and fam. Happy New Year. Love you all. Appreciate you, buddy. Let's do one more and then we got to get going. Oh, no, two more. Shad says, I got to work tonight as a night shift RN, but I'll be watching in between med pass rounds. Anything I miss, I'll watch VOD. Love you, Jeff. Love you. And Cobalt Siren says, Jilly needs to lay off the crack while watching AI. Happy New Year from your friends Haley and Patrick in Albany, in Albany, Oregon. Thank you. And yeah, I guess now Paradoxigum is now a junior researcher. And Allison Wilson and Lonely Bard are now contributors. That's great. I'm going to have to change that whole alert thing so it does like a fancy thing, because now it's just like the little zombie guy or whatever. All right. I don't know about you guys, but I'm in a fantastic fucking mood right now. I feel fucking great. Just wonderful. Let's see if I can, like... Yeah, I'm going to try and get this a little bit better. There we go. All right. Are you ready?
Peace, family. This video right here is about how illegal abductions are taking place on the planet Earth.
Oh, yeah?
Extraterrestrials are not supposed to be abducting the population. The government made a deal with extraterrestrials. Who was it? Roosevelt? Eisenhower? Which one was it? Roosevelt? Eisenhower? What, I did a lecture on this a minute ago. Oh, okay. I'm trying to think of the name of the president. I believe it was Roosevelt. They did say that, didn't they? Yeah.
If he's ripping off the latest season of American Horror Story, which I think that's exactly what he's doing, is Eisenhower.
I believe it was Roosevelt, Eisenhower, one of them, but a United States president.
Good season, by the way.
Okay. Signed a contract with a group of extraterrestrials where he allowed them to, where he illegally, would allow them to abduct 10% of the population in exchange for technology. And illegal abductions on this planet have been taking place for thousands of years. And currently, at this point in time, the point of abduction is inside of prisons and places where humans are being isolated. The illegal abductions take place behind the scene, and then from there, whatchamacallit, a person trying to tell somebody about the experience, but then the so-called professionals or government can then say that they're crazy. You know what I'm saying? They can then say, oh, this like me. I've been in prison. A person can say, oh, you're crazy. You know what I'm saying? You was in a cell, or like, even in the feds, they say when you go to solitary confinement, it's mandatory that you go see mental health for 6 months of isolation, but you become powerful in isolation. Buddha became Buddha. Every biblical prophet became a prophet in isolation.
It's kind of an interesting thing, to make kind of an argument that it's not cruel and inhumane to like put people in solitary confinement. In fact, you're just like straight force enlightening them, like Buddha. I'm also really not a big fan of prisons. That's it's another actually kind of a pretty radical and extreme viewpoint I have. I don't like the prison system.
You need isolation in order to grow, in order to develop. And so I said it to say this. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you want to know where to look in regards to the people that we should be talking to, look in a crazy house, look in a jail, look in the places where talk to the people that people tell you not to listen to. Simple as that, right or wrong? Simple as that, goddammit. Simple as that, you damn fool. Duh. Been trying to tell y'all stupids. Love y'all. Peace.
So, we should be running our society as dictated by people who have mentally snapped from prolonged periods of isolation. That's really strange. Very, very strange. I just wanted to put a little bit of young Pharaoh in there. All right, and we're not even going to take a break. We're going to just move right into the next one. So, okay. I love Farsight. And you guys love Farsight. Now, usually when we watch a Farsight video, Farscape is fucking awesome. Love Farscape. But usually when we watch a Farsight video, we're focused on that main guy, the Neil Breen looking dude who does the and he's speaking psychically. But I didn't want to do that this time because that's just, it's too easy. Instead, some of his employees making a commercial trying to sell their premium service, and it's just, it's so charming. So I wanted to share that with you. Here we go. Let's turn this down.
Hi everyone, welcome to Farsight's ET News, the news show that tells you what the extraterrestrials are up to. Starting in December 2021, the ET news of what is going to happen, not what did happen. The start date for this forecast is the publication date, and the forecast is for 30 days from the publication date. This is an ET News forecast program that complements our human news forecast that is published at the end of each month. But this forecast is published only on Farsight's video streaming service, farsightprime.com.
Now, you might think it's kind of weird that they're making kind of like a news video sort of thing where they're going to catch you up on all the stuff that the aliens are doing, and then they call it a forecast cuz a forecast, that's a word. There's like a purpose behind the word. There's a etymology behind the word, and that is to predict into the future. And it might seem kind of weird, but you got to remember, this whole group is nothing but a bunch of remote viewers. And they not only believe that they can project their consciousnesses outside of their body and outside of the planet, but through time. So they're going to tell us not only what's happening with the aliens, but in the future.
Farsight's ET News is cutting edge, more than a bit controversial, and absolutely need to know. And it is what you need to know. I am Aziz Brown, standing in for Princess Janae this month, who is on holiday.
I hope I'm not intruding. And she says, no, not at all. Sometimes we can forget manners when we're interacting. I don't know how it is on their side.
Friends, some people have been asking us here at Farsight about the types of projects we have done of late. In particular, some people would like for Farsight to show more positive content,
Yeah.
where extraterrestrials are involved. That is to say, they want to know about extraterrestrials, but they also want to hear about good stuff, happy stuff, uplifting stuff.
Listen, I'm tired of hearing about all the goddamn reptilians wanting to force feminize me and wear a frilly little dress and be spanked at a drunken party full of other reptilians celebrating a marriage. And then they bring out the whipped cream, and by the end of it, I just don't have any self-respect anymore. And anyway, I don't want to hear about that anymore. I want to hear about what the Greys are doing in their local community. Is there a bake sale? Have they helped to fund a dog rescue? That's what I want to know.
And of course, we all want to hear good things, but I thought I would take a moment to explain why Farsight is doing what it is doing with regard to our findings.
To come and implement the rules and regulations that he expects. And it does feel like this is just a grand announcement. You know, it feels like the whole area, this whole town is here. Nobody is here in these structures. They're all here listening to this subject here, telling them what we're about to do next. You guys need to start getting ready, start loading up the non-surface structures, and we need to get going.
You see, there is a problem. The reality is that Farsight started out years ago thinking that the only thing that needed to be done was to show people that remote viewing is real.
Sounds like you did make it to my solstice party after all. Earth Mother, we had an agreement. We don't talk about that anymore. What happens on Galarfanax stays on Galarfanax, okay? Along with my dignity. Just a little bit more. A little bit more.
And along the way, we discovered that there were real extraterrestrials, and they were visiting Earth. End of story. Farsight thought that humans just need to wake up to the fact that extraterrestrial life existed, and once that happened, the job of awakening humanity would be over. Done.
Easy.
Finished.
Done.
Well, as it turned out, we discovered a huge amount about the extraterrestrials visiting Earth over the years, and no one was more surprised about all the negative stuff that the extraterrestrials were doing than the people here at Farsight. In fact, for years, the people at...
You see, we would bring you all of the good news that the aliens are doing, but the truth is, they're not doing anything good at all. And if you thought for one moment you knew how bad things were, you haven't seen anything yet. I mean, like, look, that is basically what he's saying. But like the just very basic script reading and whatnot, it's just not intimidating.
Gelukkig Nieuwjaar. Tilde Happy New Year from Holland. Let's hope 2022 is less of a fustercluck than the previous couple of years have been.
Indeed.
Less than 3 to you all across the pond.
I love your Daniel. Less than 3 right back at you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you so much. For a lot of reasons, Dania. Thank you very, very much. You're an amazing guy. Yeah, I'm done with Farsight. Fuck it. The thing is, we have so many fascinating, weird fucking things to get to. And, you know, I find it really charming. I just wanted a little bit of a change of pace. There was another pretty good one. That I was kind of curious about, but I chose that one. I wanted just a little bit of a shift. You know, we've watched a lot of Farsight lately. Moral from Peter Boro. Can't stick around since it's almost New Year's in England, but I hope everyone had a great 2022. Heh back to you, buddy. Mint Aldama. As I'm about to ask if you have suggestions for content creators that talk about psychology, you talk about wanting to see explosive diarrhea. Have this 5 monies while I reconsider my decision. You know, it is pretty fascinating. It would be cool to see more psychology discussions on YouTube. I will say, however, it takes an extreme amount of patience to dive into that realm in specific on YouTube. People have very strong feelings about it. just as they do about regular psychology, like regular people and like how they feel about it and some of the experiences that they've had. Maybe quite a few of us out there, myself included, have very emotionally charged feelings when it comes to the notion of psychology or psychiatry. The only problem is on the internet, we don't have any filters, and it can kind of go bananas.
MRRRRRRRRP. Stealth sub. Happy New Year holiday fam. For the last 17 months, you all have helped me feel not so alone and get through this year crazy alive.
Aww.
Cheers to getting through 2021 and bring on 2022.
Thank you, Chaotic Kitten, for sneak subbing to my Twitch channel, knowing that it would alert me during the roundup. But I would love to see more psychology content. I think it'd be pretty fantastic. Let's see. Serial Kicked, thank you for all the cringe and Happy New Year. Well, I am a humble cringe merchant. The Earth Mother's Alhut Alazin. Earth Mother's been angry because I dumped her after she cheated on the only great transitioning in reality is from humans into ghosts. All human lives must be entangled. But Jillian, you need to try again in the next life because you failed in this one. Alphabet Soup 3000. If aliens are abducting people, why am I still on this planet? And Static Sky says, Happy New Year from Holland. Another Holland. Midnight here right now. Glad this year is over. Nearly went insane. Lost one of my sweetest cats I have ever had. September 26th. It's only 2, and Christmas sucked. Thanks for making New Year's Eve a bit less fucked up. Well, thank you, buddy. I'm glad you're here. And it's been hard on quite a few of us too, myself included. But we're here. We made it.
Hello, Dr. Jeff.
Hello.
So glad to catch the roundup live.
Yeah.
Thanks for a year full of enlightening content and a happy new year.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much. That is very kind of you, Lutin, very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. Let's see. Okay. All right, we're gonna play the David Wilcock game. We're gonna play the David Wilcock game one more time this year. So, guys in the chat, I want you to type out a time code in between 0:00:00, which is 0. And 2 hours and 56 minutes. So 2:56:00. Type out random time codes in there, and I'm going to randomly pick one. And while you start typing them, we're going to listen to Max Egan in the background.
You know, what they're doing to children is disgraceful, folks. But what they're doing to everybody is next level. This is next level transhumanism that they're moving us into. You know, all of this lockdown and brutality and all the stuff that we're seeing is just to kind of move you into that. You know, get you to comply. It's all about compliance, and it's always been about compliance. They want you to do what you're told, or you're not going to be able to participate in society. And the interesting thing, folks, what they're doing with this intra-body nano network is what this is really all about. You know, I've been warning people of how they're leading us into the mainframe for years. And there's been so much information coming out lately that that's exactly what they're doing. You look at some of the projects that they've done way back. There's a project, a 2011 study called DNA is a Fractal Antenna in Electromagnetic Fields.
Yeah, I got 3 of them.
This is stuff that I've been talking about for a long time. You know, your DNA is an antenna. Your body is harvesting energy from the field, harvesting your consciousness from the field. Everything is electrical. Everything that we experience is electrical. A couple of times I featured a talk by a guy called Dr. Charles Morgan, where he was talking about how they'd done experiments and they were able to basically control people through electromagnetics. They're able to control people's actions, control people's thoughts. They were getting monkeys to operate machinery, mechanical arms, getting people to do it as well.
Personally, I think it's dope.
There's also an interesting...
Personally, I think it's dope. The idea of actually hooking electrodes up to monkeys' brains and making them pilot a bunch of like mechanical arms and shit to do a bunch of stuff that otherwise we'd be really bored doing. It's about time the monkeys pull their fucking weight. Am I alone in thinking this? I think we should make a bunch of animals help with stuff. Like, you know, like, what are some other lazy animals out there? Pandas! When the fuck are pandas gonna have to get a job at Chipotle or some shit? Fucking do something. Sit around, looking all cute and shit, being all dumpy, too bored and lazy to fuck. At least they can wrap a goddamn burrito. You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong in this? I'm probably wrong in this. Yeah, I'm probably wrong in this. Just ignore me. I don't know. Anyway, Max Eigen's he's a lunatic. Anyway, so what we're actually gonna do, we're gonna try out. This is an almost 3 hour long David Wilcock video, and he streams these. But the quality of this is so fucking good, and I've been studying them. I want to figure out like how he does some of this stuff. So we're gonna try a time code first by Jammy. About around there. And I have no idea what this is going to be. What the fuck? Hey. Yeah, that's about right. I have no idea what he's going to say. So this is randomness personified. Oh, hello.
Hey, Jeff. It's been a wild 3 years, but as always, I appreciate everything you do.
That is so very sweet of you to say. Thank you. Thank you for the generosity. That is very, very kind. I hope I live up to the good expectations with this amazing segment from... You have the floor, David.
Imagine how frustrated I was looking at all this technology flying around in our skies, beautiful eyewitness reports where you got landing traces on the ground, you got eyewitnesses on the ground, you got radar tracings, you got pilot sightings,
yeah,
and we're still saying none of this is real? Oh, but once the New York Times said that it was real, then it's okay to believe it. Yeah, because I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to have wrong information in my mind. I don't want to be a failure. I don't want to do poorly. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to appease the abuser. And if you appease the abuser, guess what happens? They just keep on being abusive. They don't get better. If you get involved...
I gotta put on my hipster glasses for the well, I was talking about UFOs first, so whatever, actually. It's fine. You got now that it's hip, and y'all are talking about UFOs, OG UFO guy over here. Okay. Anyway, so we're talking about UFOs. Okay, fair enough. All right. Evil Catil wanted to go all the way back to, and this is just a huge shocker to me, 6 minutes and 66 seconds. Wait a minute. That would be 7 minutes and 6 seconds. Oh, you almost got me.
Getting these types of things, but they really don't understand exactly how this all really plays out. So even before I started to do the telepathic contact with my own readings, where I was speaking on behalf of some aspect of myself and apparently other beings that's higher in the cosmos than I am, higher than any of us are.
Yeah.
Well, this began, with trying to figure out what am I going to do with these dreams and all this stuff about UFOs, and I wanted to have contact with extraterrestrials. I mean, that was one of my things. It's like, okay, well, you know what? If Roswell is real, if stuff crashed here, let's go over here now. If Roswell is real and stuff crashed here, I want to know, what's going on. I want to know, if we got the technology, what are we doing with it? Why haven't we actually released this hover car stuff to the world?
I had been curious if his live streams were pre-recorded, and I'm 100% convinced they are absolutely not. That was like a Steve Brule sort of thing, That was absolutely incredible. If you don't know who Steve Brule is, you should watch an episode of Check It Out. It's pretty much the greatest thing ever. All right, one more. This is from Erdania. We're going to go to 1 hour, 20 minutes, and... Oh, Earth Mother wants to chime in here in a second. Smooth transition, I know. Everything is so smooth in this dude's production. Earth Mother says, if you pitch shift this guy's voice, he becomes the CEO from Don't Look Up. Oh my god. Oh my god. He totally does. I don't know if you guys have seen Don't Look Up yet. It's a pretty good movie. I just actually watched it this morning. That is pretty wild. Okay, let's see what we got.
There are groups out there, people who can help you, and they're going to say, well, you got to lose the substance. Much of what is going on in the world right now is akin to an addiction, a substance abuse type of addiction. Because what did I say before? Codependency is every bit as jarring as being a heroin junkie or a severe alcoholic or a severe gambler or a sex addict. Sex addiction is one of the most dangerous ones, because if you plunder someone sexually, you're also taking on a massive amount of karma.
David, ooh, plunder me, daddy. I'm sorry. I don't mean that at all. That's kind of a weird. That's some weird territory we're getting to, buddy. We're gonna ex-nay on that one. Okay. All right. Let's see. What do we got? Random guy says, "Welcome to Space News at 9. Welcome to Space News at 9. Will Venus sign Mars ceasefire? Will Saturn join OPEC? Does Jupiter really have WMDs? This and more after sports." I like that. That's great. Nick Warner, wishing you and your family all the best in the coming year, Jeff. Working EMS in New York City has been tough this year. Dude, I hope it's tough. I would imagine it's tough every year. Holy shit. I hope more people get their heads out of their asses and get vaccinated in 2022. I hope so too. I really hope so too. Plunder my unders? Oh my god. You guys in the chat fuck me up sometimes. You're great. You're cool. Okay. So at this point, I really want to I want to show something cool. I've shown this guy. Jesus Christ, I've shown this guy before. He was on a Hemlock Moonwolf video as well. He is going to be channeling something for us. We'll see who he's channeling. Here we go. Ooh. Oh yes.
Welcome, all my children, to this lesson. I needed to do a cleansing of his aura.
Jesus has emphysema.
And his room. We just wanted to say, of my superconsciousness, I am that which you know as Jesus. Christ, I wanted to say to you, my beloved, that we hold you in dear light and love those which you have. Stand firm in these times and hold the light and the frequency for all human beings on earth. I want to say from the heavens light and from all the federations of love out there that you're doing a great job, and your earth is rising in frequency and you are rising in frequency and you are aligning towards the light again.
All right, so there's a reason why I'm bringing this guy up. This video in and of itself is not really a banger. It's really not a banger. And I gotta be honest with you guys, I find channelers to be some of the most disgusting, predatory fucking people on the goddamn planet. I have not an ounce of love for channelers, usually. But the reason why I'm even mentioning this guy this month is because I noticed something. Like, because I was looking through some of his videos and I was like, it's not really that funny. It's not really that funny. But then I saw, like, the one that he just recently put out. I'm not going to watch it. But he put out a little video. It says, Christmas donation of $50 in 2021 going to National Alliance to End Homelessness in the United States. Okay. Well, that's really nice. Except the thing is, he's not fucking American. He's not American. He's in Norway. He's Norwegian. He doesn't live in the United States, but he saw that there's a huge problem with homelessness in the United States. And I believe in this video, he talks about like how he has experienced homelessness before. And so he knows. And that's just a weird, random act of compassion that I thought was fucking great. Isn't that nice? You got this dude who spends his days like sitting there.
Hello. This is Prince and Michael Jackson. This one is brilliant and really good and cool.
And then like, and then he could just be like a total grifter jackass, but he's like, hey, for my end of the year video, I gave $50 to try and get people off the streets, and you should too. Isn't that nice? Isn't that fucking cool? I literally only wanted to show this just to give this guy big ups and big props. Like, there's kindness out in the world, and even wingnuts can be just surprisingly gems and sweetie pies. So that's literally the only reason I brought it up. Literally it. That's the only reason. Because this whole year has been full of so much dog shit. So much crap. So much fucking pain. Just so much terribleness. And it's just kind of nice to have a random dude who goes, oh, hello. And just do something cool. So props to that dude. You know? All right. All right, we're just going to jump right back into it because I've got so much fucking crazy shit. Anyway, talking about channelers, here's one that sucks. There we go. Her name is Above Life Channel, and she's channeling Stephen Hawking.
Is it a curse or is it a blessing? I feel like I should call you Professor Hawking, but because you feel so professor-like. So, but I won't. I'll just call you Stephen because that's what you have said before, right? We've channeled Stephen Hawking before, so check out the playlist. So I want to specifically talk to you about 2022, and if there's some things you can share with us about what we can expect. First of all, let's talk about the health.
Excuse me. Pardon. I mean, like, I don't listen. Okay. One might call me a skeptic, but I don't know why exactly Stephen Hawking, of all people, would be good to tell us what to expect in the future. I mean, like, you know, brilliant astrophysicist, you know, I got some things wrong, got some things right. But why would he know what was going to happen in the future more than, like, any other spooky ghost? I just, like, that's not even really, like, his specialty.
Health of us as our society. We've been experiencing a pandemic for almost 2 years now, and I think a lot of people would be right with me to want to know how we can expect this to maybe lighten up, or
wouldn't he know that if he could see wait, if Stephen Hawking could know what's going to happen in the future, is it only at the cost of him not knowing what's going on now? Because, like, why would you have to be like, hey, we've been in a pandemic? You know, he's like, I had no idea about that. Oh, okay. Well, we are. So what do you think is going to happen in the future? Well, with stunning accuracy, I can tell you exactly what's going to happen. Like, I'm not buying it, dude. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
Affect our lives in the future, or what's going on with that? Can you talk about that a little bit? He says, the science of evolution. He says evolution, the science of evolution he says. Everything must take its course, he says.
Sure.
And you would think as though humans would understand that there is a particular pattern or a rhythm to these things. And once the cycle is complete, then yes, you will in some ways move on from this, but in others you will always be, oh wow, that's really depressing. He literally says forever stuck in this place. Okay, can you speak more about that? Because that sounds pretty gloom and doom, and I know you don't mean it that way.
How? Okay. It's one thing if you're just going to like prop up dead people and pretend to talk to them, you know. But like that's insulting. It's insulting. It's gross. It's fucking disgusting. And like honestly, lady, you're kind of a piece of shit for it. But it's even more so insulting. It's not just insulting when you're gonna like insult the dead. It's insulting to me. It's insulting to you. It's insulting to anybody who watches the video if you can't even be asked to kind of adopt any sort of mannerisms or like the way that they might like communicate things. Like suddenly Stephen Hawking goes from Stephen Hawking to a hippy dippy middle-aged woman talking about spiritualism. Odd that he would talk kind of like that to you now that he is dead. That is strange. Isn't it strange how people change? Isn't it weird? Isn't that weird? It's so strange. Stephen Hawking died, and now he talks just like I imagine this woman talks like in everyday life. Isn't that weird? That's weird, right? It's weird. It's super weird. I mean, come on, man. Insult the dead, but don't insult my fucking intelligence, okay? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. Like, there's. It's like the bare minimum. It's the bare minimum. It's like dredging the fucking bottom of everything. Okay, cool. All right, I'm looking at a couple of things real quick. Just get an idea of what's going on here. So, sometimes food snob says, I'm behind and just saw the parcel from New Zealand. Whittaker's chocolate is the shit. Please eat now. Love another kiwi. I absolutely will. Bankza, thank you very much. And Bastian Kass, South America tour when? I'd gladly take Daddy Jeff to great feast of delicious food. Blessings to you, your family, and all of your viewers. I would love to go to South America. I lived for 2 years in Panama, and that's the closest I got. But I've always wanted to go to Colombia. I've wanted to do fucking every goddamn country in South America. Like, they're all individually so fascinating and interesting and different. Holy shit, are they fucking different. But I would love to go to South America. That'd be the shit. That would be dope. That would be the tits. Scientifically, the tits. Okay. So I need to go to the bathroom. So I feel like I'm going to leave you with some musical stylings. Real quick while I run to the bathroom. And let's see. I wanted to share this girl with you. She's a wingnut, but she's charming, and she's got a very, very pretty voice. So I'm going to leave you with some wonderful musical stylings and run to the bathroom real quick. So enjoy.
We are light, we are love, we return to home, to our 5D rising selves. As we step through this stargate, we walk through and we reclaim our divine potential as diamond-hearted beings connected to the diamond grid upon Mother Gaia. Receive diamond codes now. Receive diamond code activation now. Shoo, sai, shoo, sai, shoo, sai. Ndra, sai, oh, oh,
Om Nom Shiva, Om Nom Shiva, Om Nom Shiva. All right, thank you very much. Appreciate that. For anyone who's interested, her name is Nina Starsong. Nina, thank you. Thank you very much. Diamond hearts and diamond hands, indeed. Oh, wow. I love dinosaurs. Let's go burn down the post office has now become a contributor. Thank you so much. The most fascinating name I have heard in a while. That is fantastic. Holy shit. Okay. So we found something. It's a little old. And usually in the roundup, I like to make sure that everything that we're watching is pretty new, pretty up. But this is a special case. This is Voodoo Balloonology by somebody named S. Rob. Now, I'm not, because I've watched this whole thing all the way through already, and it is genius. So I feel like I know how to skip through to really help you get like the vibe of what this is. But I'm gonna let it go for a little bit. and then we'll kind of like pick through it a little bit as it goes. This is quite possibly my favorite video that I have found in months. Amazing visuals here.
My name is S. Rob, and I'm now going to talk about Voodoo Balloonology. I understand that this is a very strange thing, and the reason for this is that it's never happened before. No one's ever put balloonology and voodoo together. And what this will be the making of talismans out of balloons.
Yes.
These aren't ordinary balloons. I know that these look like ordinary balloons, but these are actually modelling balloons. And this means that they have a thicker rubber, okay? They're made of a thicker rubber so that you can twist them into shapes when blown up, and they won't pop, basically.
Okay. So everybody got that. We're going to be making voodoo talismans using balloons, but not just any balloons, modeling balloons, okay?
But I'll tell you something about voodoo first so you understand what the framework is. Voodoo is a type of magic and also a belief system. In many ways it is similar to most of your mainstream religions, as in there is one God. This means that most of the films you've seen that portray...
Don't let that new kid burn down the post office. My mail is there. Glad to join the roundup and not be at work this time. Thanks for all of it.
Celestial Angel 666, thank you so much. That is incredibly generous of you. Thank you. That is wonderful. Wow. Wowee. All right, we'll try and keep him from burning down the post office.
These other voodoo entities as gods or goddesses is actually wrong. What they actually are is called lower. And they are basically below God, but magical beings.
That's not really accurate. It's more Santeria.
The way this magic is done usually is that you'd use Papa Legba, who was a voodoo lower, to open up a gateway. That's his function.
Okay.
And then command the other voodoo lowers through, whichever ones you want to use. You'd then command them to do as you wanted to, send them back, and then you close the gateway again.
Okay.
But we're going to do something different here. What we're going to do here is essentially magic with talismans.
Okay.
And we're making these talismans from balloons. But people have been using talismans and carrying them around for a very, very long time.
Right.
It's only the material that is changing, okay? The only thing that's changing is what we are making the talismans out of, which is modelling balloons.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'll warn you now that modelling balloons are difficult to blow up, okay?
Okay.
So it'd be good if you get a balloon pump like this. And these are very cheap, and they do make it much, much, much easier, okay? Another important thing is, these balloons aren't really for children. By that I mean, once these balloons are made into talismans, they're not really for kids anymore, okay?
Okay.
But it's not simply the matter of making the right shapes. There's more to it than that. To make them into powerful talismans, you have to empower them with the power of that particular voodoo lore.
Sure.
And that means that all of these different talismans, when made, these voodoo balloon models, will have different powers, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to start off with Papa Legba. And Papa Legba actually is a very useful voodoo lore because he opens gateways. And that means that his balloon model will basically be a gateway to another place, okay? That's what it will be. It will be a gateway.
Amazing.
This means you can command other voodoo entities through and back again through this, okay?
Okay.
And I'm going to do this now. A good thing to start off when you do balloon modelling is to stretch the balloon, okay?
Okay.
Because they really do need stretching. They tend to be very tight. Now I'm going to use this balloon pump, and I'm just going to pump this up, yeah?
Yeah. Do it.
So I can still talk. Okay, and we'll just pump it up like this, yeah? And I'll go through the different stages with you. Now, how far you pump it up depends on the balloon model, but here all ours are going to be fully pumped up. You'll find when it's done, these modern modelling balloons are much larger than the old ones. And that's another point as well. Modelling balloons really don't keep. Now, I've got the balloon here. What you have to do is first...
This is the best part. He's got to teach us how to tie off a balloon. Amazing.
Release some of the air. How much you need to release is up to you individually. The reason for this is so we can tie it. When we tie balloons, we use our 2 fingers. So we need the amount that goes around it. See? So I'm looping this around the fingers. You then put this underneath and through. And that's how, can you see that? That's how you tie it.
Look, I'm trying to make sure that you guys are really well informed. When you yourselves are using balloons to manufacture voodoo-empowered talismans, you need to know how to properly tie the balloon, which means you need to let enough air out so you can get it around 2 of your fingies. I love this fucking video.
Modelling balloon, not any balloon. And so we have this, and what we've got is this very long balloon here.
Ah, it's lovely.
Now, the model to make Papa Legba's talisman is very easy.
Yeah.
What we do is we simply take it. Now look at this, I'm just going to crush there and twist. Yeah, it's sort of the same as you would do if you were making a fish. And we just twist it. But notice I put it sideways. If I put it like that, we'd have a fish, but we're not. We've got a circle.
Yeah, we're not making a fish, we're making
Now,
a gateway.
This circle here is not yet the talisman of Papa Legba. Okay?
Okay.
Incidentally, Papa Legba is thought in voodoo also related to St. Peter. He's thought of as the equivalent. A lot of voodoo entities actually have.
All right.
Equivalent
Hang on.
saints, so they think he
Okay.
is-
We're going to be here all this video is so amazing. Okay, hang on. We need to get to how he's going to activate the gateway. Here we go.
The reason for that is salt has a corrosive effect and so may well cause the balloon to pop. So we're not going to take a chance on that. All that we need to do is to take the water and to chant the word Papa Legba, which is the name of the voodoo lore.
We got that.
How we will be using.
Papa Legba. Papa Legba. Papa Legba. Papa Legba. Papa Legba. Papa Legba.
But no, we have to do this by really wanting the power of Papa Legba to go into this water. We're not putting it into this, we're putting it into the water. So chant the name with me. Papa Legba. Papa Legba.
Papa
Papa
Legba.
Legba.
Papa Legba. Papa Legba.
You do this for about 3 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Once this is done, what you need to do is to dip your fingers in the water. What we do now is we smear this on the inside section of the balloon. Notice this, we're not doing it on the outside. The reason for this is I really don't care if it goes on the outside. It has to go on the inside because this is now a portal. This has the power of the voodoo entity Papa Legba. Okay.
Okay. Amazing. Amazing. All right. So Papa Ligma. Yeah, Papa Ligma. Dude, honestly, like I could watch this whole fucking video all the way through again, but we'll never get to any other videos. So what we're gonna do, so that is how you make your gateway balloon talisman with Papa Legba. Now he's got a demonstration on how to make other Loa talismans. And I'm just gonna fast forward to when he summons the spirit of those. Hang on, god damn it! Oh fuck! All right. So in this one, it's the crossroads, and he's gonna call the Loa into his other balloon through the gateway. Here we go.
So all I need to do is to lay this over the top of this like that, and all I have to say is, Papa Legba, send Kalfu through the gates. Kalfu, step through the portal and power this talisman. Step through so that your power is within the crossroads. Kalfu, empower this balloon. Empower this balloon model. Empower the cross. So it is and will be. And this has now been empowered with the power of Kalfu.
Oh, wow.
Now, however, because Kalfu's power is very dark, it means that you may not want to leave this around. A good thing to do with this is to leave it with someone you want to curse.
Yeah, you don't. You don't want to just leave your weird black magic cursed balloons around the house. Who knows what could fucking happen? You instead should walk up to somebody who you just straight don't like. They've been mean mugging you for a while. Karen at work, you know, the one who keeps stealing your fucking bagel sandwich out of the goddamn fridge. Instead, be like, Karen, I got this for you. She won't question it. She'll just think it's a peace offering. Let's take it home and then have cancer. Amazing. All right. Anyway, so next one. Here we go.
Samedi, step through the portal. Step through into this.
If that's all it takes to make portals, then what the hell was GLaDOS doing?
Wrong. GLaDOS is doing it wrong.
Talisman.
Thank you, Darth Locutus.
Step through the portal into your talisman behind. Step through the portal, Baron Samedi, into this, your talisman. Baron Samedi steps through the portal into the talisman. So it is and will be.
Amazing.
And this is now a fully empowered talisman of Baron Samedi.
Incredible.
And this is really good if you wanted to perform a seance. Having this around will help, okay? Because it's all about the afterlife, and that's a good power they also.
Incredible.
You know, and if any you want the insight from your ancestors or anyone that's died, this will help, okay? I know it's made of a modelling balloon, but it will actually help.
Okay, so, all right. There's one more. He summons one more Loa. Now, he does it with a balloon model. I want to know if anybody in the chat can guess which balloon model he uses. I'm just curious. I'm putting it out there. I'm not going to tell you which Loa because it doesn't matter. None of them make any fucking sense. This dude knows exactly 4 balloon models. Because here's the thing. Here's what's so fascinating about this guy. This is not his only magical balloon video. He did balloon Satanism. For real. Absolutely. And instead of the gateway being Papa Legba, it was Leviathan. Leviathan is the keeper of the gateway and opens up the portals between us and hell and the underworld. Oh, you guys guessed it right away. Here we go.
Legba, to put teaching Petro into this. So again, we put this over the top of here and we see
it's a janky-ass dog.
Step through the portal into this world. Step through the portal into the balloon poodle. Tijian Petro, step through into this balloon poodle. Give it your power. Tijian Petro steps through the portal into the poodle. So it is and will be. This now has the power of changing petrol. It means it's a very good thing to have around.
I bet.
And I'll show you how you can use it. We can hold this in our hands here, make it safe, for instance. I want good health. And this will help you have good health, okay? But that's the thing, you've got to say it while meaning it to work magic.
I'm just imagining somebody, you know, they're just like... I'm just imagining somebody like going over to a new friend's house they met like at work or something. They're a little off, but you know, whatever. They seem nice and charming and harmless enough. And you walk in and there's just like balloon animals all around their house. I'm like, wow, you really like balloons. Actually, those are my voodoo talismans. Goodbye. If I was a voodoo Loa, I would simply not get in the balloon animal. I would find that rather insulting, if you ask me. Maybe that's just me. You know, like maybe I'm a hater. Okay, maybe I'm a hater. Maybe that's what it is. You know, like I have this this overblown sense of self-importance or anything. But if I was like some extraplanar entity, some vast like god or ancestral spirit or something like that, and somebody was like, "Hey, I want you to do me a solid, jump in this balloon," I'd be like, "Fuck you."
Watching someone trying to open a trans-dimensional gateways with a balloon is a great way to ring in the new year. I hardly ever get to catch you live, but I'm glad I did tonight. Wingnuts. Looking forward to a 2022 full of wingnuts.
Fuck yeah.
Good Yule.
Yes. One-eyed heathen, thank you so much. That is very, very generous of you, buddy, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yeah. See, you know, and that's the thing is like, I try really hard not to go backwards in time, but fuck me, dude. Voodoo balloonology was so fire. And if you guys are really curious about it, and like, if you are like me, a wingnut anthropologist, just search up on YouTube, Voodoo balloonology. And then go to that dude's channel and then search his videos for balloon, and you'll find all sorts of weird shit. Like, it is absolutely entertaining. It will keep you howling for fucking hours. Oh, he's such a gem. S. Rob is incredible. All right. Better than Voodoo Lego? Probably, yeah. I would say so, yeah. Tim Clare. Hey, Tim. Hey, Jeff. Hope things have calmed down a bit for you. It's been a rough couple weeks. Sorry to hear about the doggo. Yeah, it sucks, buddy. Celestial Angel, thank you again. Ravings of A says, got a New Year's rezo, Jeffy mate. Love from Oz. Yes, I do. So about a year and maybe 2 or 3 months ago, I picked smoking back up. I had been smoke-free for about a year and a half, which is great, which is huge. And I loved being a non-smoker. But I got to tell you, like, the end of 2020 and then all of 2021, feels like that sometimes, doesn't it? Kicked my fucking ass. But here's the thing. Regardless of the fact that I look so young and youthful, most days I think I look like battered shit. But in April, I turned 40. 40. And my New Year's resolution is I will be smoke-free before I turn 40. And it will stick. No matter how stressful life gets, it will stick. And I don't have a problem really sticking with that. It's just going to be really rough. If I look kind of pissed off in one video and I'm a little like jittery and shit, you know what's going on. Between now and like the beginning of April, that's what's happening. I'm going through it again. But dude, honestly, I think I can do it. Quitting smoking is the easiest thing I've ever done in my life. I've done it like 50 times, so I think I could do it again. Let's see. Victor Keel says, so no one has done this voodoo balloonology before. Gee, I wonder why. I don't know. It's weird. It's a mystery. Gata Data says, quick, Jeff, go get a condom and follow with the instructions. Also, hello, trans rights. Suck my nads, Daddy Jeff. Here's to my first year as a woman. Congratulations, Gata Data. That's wonderful. Thank you again, Darth Lacutus. Daniel Ruzel, I've got crippling ADD. I got to keep my hands busy. If only I had some modeling balloons to follow along and do voodoo. Maybe you should grab some. That'd be great. One-Eyed Heathen, thank you again. And Brainwash says, I need his phone. Gonna hire him for the Papa Legba portals to export my ex-in-laws into oblivion. Imagine this guy in kids' parties. Oh, you know what? Well, and I'll read that next one after the next video. Oh, yeah, we got to get into... Okay. It's time for the Satan segment.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. It should not come as a surprise to you that Eminem is a Satanist. And I'm not talking about the candy Eminem, I'm talking about the self-proclaimed rap artist.
Why would Candy be a Satanist? That's not even... Why... That doesn't even work as a joke.
Quote unquote. And now, of course, he's come out with another song with Dr. Dre, who I'll get into as well in a minute, called Gospel. And you can see a picture of a Bible with a weapon on top. And of course, I mean, they're just always talking about God and the devil, yet nobody sees and wants to believe.
Can we actually hang on real quick? I'm really curious about something, though. Why in the world would they... Why would they have a high point? Like, I don't know if you guys know anything about like guns, you know, and it's cool if you don't. I know a lot about guns. But that's a high point, okay? So like most budget guns, like most budget pistols are like around $400, and then like mid-range can be upwards to like $600-700, and then higher than that is usually like a pretty high price.
Occult crafting. Though I'll admit that Balloon Loa would go smashingly with my Playmobil Illuminati Pantheon. Happy New Year and thank you for quitting again. I know it'll stick this time. I believe in you.
Aw, thank you. That is super sweet. That is super, super sweet. Aw, I love you. Okay, so like a budget firearm is like $400. A high point is $140. That's $140. This is these are two of the biggest rappers in the world, and like they put like, why? I don't understand. That's so weird. That's so weird.
And wants to believe what they're telling you and showing you about God and the devil. They think that they're talking about metaphors. These people are indoctrinating you with the occult. They're telling you that they're demonically possessed. They're telling you that they're Satanists. And yet people go and worship these people. When in reality, they should be hearing this stuff and running to their Bibles and running to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
What the fuck is a Bible gonna do about it? Well, like I don't understand. And yeah, this is a call for a ban evasion. Yeah, this dude's had so many fucking channels yeeted, and justifiably so. Dude is just an absolute lunatic. I think it was like 2 months ago he was like threatening to come to people's houses that made fun of him on the internet and like have a physical confrontation or some shit like that. Dude's a fucking lunatic. But yeah, like, what is your Bible gonna do? Like, oh shit, I heard this new Eminem, Dr. Dre song, and now like I'm worried that the devil is paying attention to me, so I'm gonna run to my Bible and be like, Bible, and the Bible will reply with, nothing. It's a Bible. It's a fucking book. What's it gonna do?
A load of the lyrics of this song. I'm going to play it for you, but I'll read them first in case you can't hear it. Eminem says, like a satanic cult, it's an old ritual slaughtering goats.
Like a satanic cult, it's an old ritual slaughtering goats. Like a satanic cult, it's an old ritual slaughtering goats.
I mean, honestly, that's not really that good of a bar. Like,
I mean, yes, this stuff's all make-believe that people like me say, right? Just been doing this for a long time. Many people have been for many decades exposing the occult. And this, you know, these young woke people, they're like, oh, he believes in the occult and say it's just lyrics to a song. It's just a movie.
Yeah, it's just lyrics to a song. It's just a movie. Satan isn't real. The devil isn't real. I'm sorry. Like, I just and the thing that's really so weird to me is like when people like call for an uprising, their response to it when somebody's like, yeah, the devil isn't real, is like, well, that's just what the devil wants you to think. Is that what the devil actually wants? If the devil was like this like horribly malignant force, wouldn't he want people to like believe in him? Or is the whole end game just not to believe in God? Because I gotta be honest, like God could really just do pretty much anything and make people believe in him. Like the barest effort. Like, I don't know, like show up. I'm becoming an edgy internet atheist. God damn it. Okay, anyway. Moving on.
They're just doing it on stage at ceremonies, showing you it. They're just dressed in cloaks. They're just doing blood rituals, Will Ferrell on TV. Yeah, well, this must be make-believe. They're all just, they're like, wouldn't that be really artistic if I did that? No. They're telling you who they are. And Eminem's done this a trillion times. But saying like a satanic cult, it's an old ritual slaughtering goats. Well, we know. We know exactly what they do. Remember recently I covered all the goats that popped up? If you don't remember. Of course the video's gone now because the channel's gone. But right outside of Atlanta, all the goats that were popping up, floating, decapitated, because that's what they do. That's why the goat head is so important to them. So this is a song by this guy who...
Look, all I'm going to say is goat meat is delicious. It's very yummy. And goat cheese is very, very yummy, too. Despite my efforts to be a little bit more like less meat consumption, more vegetarian. Not because I have a problem with eating meat, but just, I don't really like the way that they necessarily they do some of their factory farming and stuff like that. But when I do, goat meat is delicious and goat cheese is the fucking bomb. It's the bomb.com. But yeah, Call for an Uprising is also known as Hysterical Karen. I think that should be his name. That's his new name. And big shout out to Hannah Reloaded and Suris Skeptic. Suris, Suris Skeptic. Both of which have gotten way too much bullshit from this wingnut. He's an asshole. He's a total asshole. And he wants you to be afraid of Eminem because Eminem is a devil worshiper. Blah, 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 blah. Also, well, I don't know. Eminem's okay these days, I guess. He's okay. I don't know. Like the last few albums were just kind of like, I haven't even listened to this new stuff yet. We'll see. Oh dear. Okay. All right. So let's catch up real quick. Cara Bellinut, is Penny okay? What happened to the doggo? If any of the two people who are in the house right now have a chance to, can they send the puppy in? And we'll get a little quick Penny segment. I appreciate that. Bianca H, thank you for all your hard work. When I watch you, I'm assured it's okay to be myself and stick to my beliefs. Your content is incredible. Well, thank you. I've got good stuff coming in this next year. I have some of my resolutions are changes that I want to make to the channel that I think will be much more beneficial. I've been really down on myself over the past year, quite a lot, and it's actually affected my production on the channel because I kind of got myself into this scenario where if I didn't think it was good enough, I didn't do it, and it was very frustrating. Oh, here we go. And then sometimes, you just need a really good friend to come along to love you unconditionally. And who, I know, baby, I know. You're so big. To come along and just kind of love you unconditionally no matter what. And support you and love you no matter what. And so I'm kind of starting to learn to love the stuff that I do without being so terribly self-critical. It's been a process. It's been hard. It's been really tough. Because nobody is a bigger critic of like my stuff than me. And I feel like we probably can all kind of we can all kind of like understand and, you know, kind of feel that for sure. Let's see what's next. Thank you again, Aaron. Appreciate you. Shell Maxfield. 2022 is signed similar to Bird Go Peace Peace. I hope this is auspicious. Happy New Year, everyone. That is auspicious. Mickey says, I quit smoking in 2008 with the help of Wellbutrin. Kept throwing up every time I smoked. I swear by it. Had to be aversion therapy. That might be something to think about. Alphabet Soup 3000. I read that as life is cheap or something along those lines. I need to listen to the song, but that's my first impression. Oh. And we'll get to the next one after this next video. So we've heard about how Eminem is satanic. Now let's watch a demon in progress. Just a little bit.
So, the Dutch or the Italians, which was it, murder?
Ah!
I asked a question, the Dutch or the Italians? Italians. Rome? I asked a question. Does this go to Rome? Does it? Does it? Does it? Yes. Oh my, we're way back now, aren't we?
Do you guys also like dinner theater?
Law, weren't they? Barbaric. Godless and idolatrous. How many generations, death and murder? Answer me. Answer me. How many generations? Look at me. Look me in the eye and answer me. How many generations back to Rome? How many? How many? How many? How many? Say it clearly. How many? How many? How many generations? How many? Sounds like 70. What, is it 70? 77. That's what I got? Get your eyes open and look at me, murder and death.
You know the worst part is that I if I'm not mistaken, she paid for this to happen. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's how the pay scale goes on his website.
Blood sacrifice 77 generations ago in Rome. This thing with her son was just a setup job, right? This was already set up. Who did those Romans sacrifice to? What God? I want the name of the God they sacrificed to, or I'm going to pierce you with the sword of the Spirit.
We're gonna get a Bible in the butt. We're gonna get a Bible in the butt.
Who was it? Lucifer, but in what form?
Oh, there it is.
What form? What God?
There it is. There's the Bible in the butt. Ah, yeah. Ooh, indeed.
What was that? What was the God worshipped? Who was it? Who? Who was the God worshipped by the Romans? Who was it?
Who was it? Tell him!
It was lost to pick on. And then they adopted the Greek gods too.
Tell him!
Was it a Greek god or a Roman god? Answer me. Was it Greek or Roman? Answer me. Roman. Who?
Who? Whomst?
Who was the god? Who was the goddess?
Whomst was the god.
Who was it?
Whomst?
Who was it? Answer me. Who was it? Death and murder, look at me. And Satan. Now, Satan, you don't get directly involved in these things. You had an intermediary, which was worship back in ancient Rome, right? Who was it? the sword of the Spirit by
I think she
Hitler's will
forgot
I
all of
divide
the
sword
Roman
Spirit, and I
gods.
keep this woman out of it, and I take that sword of
I
the
think
Spirit.
I think she actually forgot all of the Roman gods.
Ah, Satan!
Nah, Satan.
Okay, we'll take that.
So Earth Mother says, this is the Rebecca Black of exorcisms. It's a good reference. That's a very good reference. I like it. Thank you very much, Earth Mother. Earth Mother, do you have any, what are they called? Resolutions. Do you have any New Year's resolutions, Earth Mother? I'm very curious. All right, let's do this. Boop. All right. Cara Bellignut says, sorry about Stella. Lost my dog to cancer this May. Always hard losing a pet. Indeed. Yeah, it's been rough. Lissa Leo says, Happy New Year from Ireland. Thank you. One-Eyed Heathen says, here's a super chat for the puppy. Well, thank you very much. It will go to the dog food and treats. Adam Derpington, better late than never, but I'm back for the third year to keep up the tradition. Merry Ifmas, let's kick this New Year's ass. Indeed, let's fucking kick its ass. Also, to my European friends, I think it's Happy New Year to you. If you're watching, I think I just saw Red Royals say that it was New Year already. So that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Happy New Year. Everybody say Happy New Year to our friends across the pond. Let's see. Screwbucket says Happy New Year, Jeff. And let's all have a toast to Betty White. Rest in peace. Indeed. To Betty. To Betty. Indeed. Gage Paragon, she paid for the exorcism, so she commissioned a session just without the kinks, presumably. I mean, it depends on what your kinks are, right? Just saying. And we'll get to some more here in a moment. So I'm looking at yeah, you know what? I wanna play a little bit of this video. Let's do it. We'll do a little bit of this video. So the Fighter Inside, I've been watching the Fighter Inside on the Roundup for years now. And it's the same thing that she's always done, but she has figured out OBS. So we actually can see some like screen caps with like her webcam and everything. And I'm so proud of her. And so here we go. This is Ariana Grande Serves Satan.
Hey guys, what's up? So I just wanted to cover this real quick because a lot of people believe that Ariana Grande is this nice girl that's just, being artistic or whatever. No, she's not. She's not. She is the embodiment of Satan, the demons of Satan.
Wow.
She's representing Baphomet right here. This is her most recent video from 10 days ago. And I'm going to tell you guys, these people are putting it in your face right now.
Whoa.
Hey, Dr. Jeff. I discovered you while I was doing my pharmacy residency. Your videos made me laugh through many late nights and long weekends. You have continued to make me laugh through this pandemic. Thank you for everything you do.
That is incredibly generous. Thank you so much. Corleum Blue? Corleum Blue. Corleum Blue. Corleum Blue. Corellium Blue. Corellium Blue. Corellium Blue. Maybe it's Corellium Blue. I think it's Corellium Blue. That is very, very sweet. I thank you so much. And look, the thing is, too, doing this it really has been a saving grace for my brain. I say it every roundup, and I worry sometimes that I say it every roundup, so you guys don't really understand like how much it really is a thing for me. But it really is a thing for me. Like doing this and having this experience with you guys once a month is fucking huge for me. Like it's huge. Earth Mother says, New Year's resolutions. Yeah, I resolved to cut back on the natural disasters if y'all can just stop polluting the fuck out of my planet. I mean, if it was up to me, I think that we could have an accord. I do, like that's pretty on fucking point, Can you just like do the natural disasters like on the parts where people are being shit and like, leave the rest of us alone? I know the answer to that. No. We're all in this together, guys. We're all in this together. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, fuck. All right, yeah. Or Ariana Grande serves Satan or some shit.
Now, because they want you to understand that they do not care. They are wicked, and they want you to understand that, because it's time to choose your side. The time is up. You got to pick your side. Either you love God, you love righteousness, you love the truth, and it resonates with your soul, or you love this. You worship this. You cannot love this and love God. You cannot love...
I love champagne. Can I worship champagne? I get a lot out of champagne more than I do the god of the devil. I'm just saying.
Love the world and love...
Hey, wouldn't that be like, I guess I could just be like a Dionysus worshiper, right? That kind of works, right? Maybe I should do that.
God, because the world, this type of world is wicked. All these worldly things are wicked. Lustful, wickedness, and if you call yourself a so-called Christian, religious, and all this, and you watch this type of stuff, you are far from God. You need to understand that God isn't going for this. So don't fool yourselves into all this idol worship. Don't trick yourselves. Okay, these people are sent, and the higher up they are, the more possessed they are, because they had to show allegiance to the devil, allegiance to the wickedness.
Sure.
They had to prove that they were vile and had no God.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, though, is like with any semi-religious figure, they're very insecure. You have to constantly be like, yeah, no, I'm with you. Yeah, no, I'm with you. They aren't just going to assume. Nobody talks about that. Like all gods and deities and weird extraplanar entities, very insecure. That's why you constantly have to tell them yeah, I'm super into everything you do.
Living in them. So when they do these type of things and they get bigger and bigger, they have to go to these parties and sleep with more and more people. They got to kill people. They got to rape people. They got to do all kinds of vile things to make sure that they can...
Hey, the invisible neon rainbow zebra, I see you. You don't got to send a super chat for me to say thank you very much, buddy. Happy New Year to you, and I love you too, buddy.
Be trustworthy. This is part of the rituals. You can believe it or not. This is what is happening. These people are blood-sucking vipers.
Cool.
This is what our little girls are looking up to. All the little girls who play Fortnite and all that. Don't pretend like these little girls and little boys even aren't looking up to this.
Yeah.
Don't pretend like they're not, because all of them got phones in their hands. They all seen her. She knows what she's doing to the children. It's just like that dude who made the Satan shoes. I don't even know his name, but he said F the children. He don't care. There's a video of him. They're like, what do you
My man, I hope you keep it up. You make me laugh during a time that's real rough. I'm still mid-power outage, but this is brightening the mood.
Oh, Amanda, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm really glad that our power situation is calmed down so that we can actually power through this today and have a really good time. I'm super into it. That's very generous of you. Thank you so much.
what do you think about how you're influence the children? He said, I used to care, but F the children, because they want you to know they are evil. They're wicked. They don't care. They want the children to be like this. This is what they want them to be, even more than this. Just,
I'm gonna come out right now and say it. If you don't want your kids listening to Ariana Grande or Lil Nas X, which is who she's trying to talk about, and they're young enough that you have the means by which to control the media that they consume, that is your right as a parent. Absolutely, of course. But one thing that you always have to keep in mind, and it's like, okay, hang on. This is a really salient point. So we all have this thing. We all have this thing that we say when we grow up, and we're like, hey, when I get older, I'm not gonna be like my parents, and I'm gonna be in touch, and I'm going to do my best to understand where they're coming from and be able to communicate with them effectively. I'm going to be the cool parent, right? I'm going to help to understand them and they can understand me. And we try. And it's only when you get older that you realize that they actually did try to, but generations happen. People are of different generations. They don't really quite understand, or they forget. But there's one thing that's always really important to understand is that your kids are going to be exposed to media. They will. They will. Eventually, they're going to get to an age where they're going to be able to watch whatever the fuck they want. And the most important thing that you could possibly do as a good parent is to just instill in them good values and a way to interpret things through a productive lens. That's all you can do. You can't keep kids from seeing shit that is going to be fucking weird on the internet. You can't stop it. But you can instill within them a type of strength and a critical analytical thinking. That's the best you can do. But if you spend your entire fucking life like people like the fighter inside being like, well, you just have to reject everything that's like Satan, you're going to be sorely mistaken when your kids see this stuff and they're like, fuck yeah, this is my jam. And they're not going to look at it through a lens that you provide because all you sell is fear. It's not going to work. Empower your children. Don't scare your children. That is my advice. Unsolicited, take it or leave it. Don't give a fuck. This champagne is kicking my ass, but that's okay. It's the end of the year, guys. There's no more breaks on this train. No more breaks. We got. I'm so happy I found this video. This is fantastic. I'm so glad I found this. Do we need to read a couple more? Yeah. Let's read a couple more. BCB says, my friend smoked for 40 years and gave it up a year ago. In 7 months, she saved enough to pay for a nice cruise for 2. Ooh. Viva la money. Thanks for all the sanity you bring to us, Daddy Jeff. Happy New Year to you and yours. Thank you so much, buddy. Corellian Blue, thank you again. Very, very kind. Amanda Burrows, thank you so much. A pack of hobos says, Happy New Year's, Jeff. Happy New Year's to you. Digital Demonic Davros. Hey, Darth Holiday. Sorry I'm late. It's 2022 here. Please tell me you said, I have the power at the start of your stream after yesterday. I have the power! And we're not doing brownouts anymore, so fuck yeah. And Shiroku Machan says, I really appreciate these streams and look forward to them. I'm currently making knits to put up for sale to fund my transition, and it's great to drink and laugh at these Wingnuts together. I am so glad you're here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's great. Okay, we're going to watch this one, and then we'll catch back up with the Super Chats. Here we go. I'm in a good... Are you guys... Hey, chat. You guys in a good mood? You feeling good? It's the end of the year. It's not bad. We're able to close it out with a bang. I'm feeling good. I don't get to go to a New Year's party tonight. I forgot to mention this. There's no New Year's party for me. I don't get to go out. I don't get to rage. I've got a bunch of stuff that I have to do, family stuff, first thing in the morning. My New Year's celebration right now with you. Right now. And you know what? There's nowhere I'd rather be. I'm having a great time. All right, let's do it. One more Satan video.
And this image was featured on, let me see the name of the channel. I've got it here. I've got the name of the channel. Oh, Mystic Post TV. And their title of the program was New Miracle Photo of Our Lady. Why are more people not talking about this? Well, we'll see if we can't fix that up and have more people talking about it. I think we should debate it. And it says Father Calloway was a witness. Now, what they claim is that this is a picture of Mary. So let me show you the close-up of that. And on the other side, I have it upside down, which we'll talk about in a minute. So let me show you this picture. This is the image, supposedly a photograph taken when there was nothing there. Okay. It's a doorway in Jerusalem.
Yes.
And if you look at it close up, let me see if I can get it close up. That is not Mary. That is a man's face with a beard. I mean, it's pretty obvious. I have no idea why they would claim that that is Mary, except that he is wearing like a mantilla, I guess you would call it. I suppose a Middle Eastern mantilla. I think they call it mantilla. I think that's a Spanish term also. It looks like a diaphanous covering of some kind. But obviously that's not Mary.
Obviously.
So why would they say it's Mary? Well, anyway, it was very suspicious to me when I first saw it. So what I did was I turned it upside down, and that's where we were talking about it this morning, that it is demonic. And there's the image as a demonic image. And I think we saw, at least I pointed out, that this is a demon's face, in my opinion. But the more I looked at it, the more I realized that that is a phallic symbol. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Let me see if I can show it to you.
It's that.
Doesn't that look like a phallic symbol to you?
Okay.
Look, I mean, I'm accused of seeing phallic symbols everywhere, but that's because
listen. Okay, hang on. Third Eagle of the Apocalypse. If you see a phallic object, that's okay. It's fine. We all see phallic objects all over the place, and you know why. But then don't trace your finger down the shaft, okay? Like it's fine if you're like, it looks like a dick. Like that's okay. It's okay. That's not weird. If you're like, hey, it looks like a dick. Like that's not weird. That's not weird. It's okay. It's fine. But then if you're like, and you like trace your finger down the fucking shaft, that's weird. That's when it gets uncomfortable. That's when I'm like, does he moisturize? I wonder if he moisturizes.
Because the places where I look, they seem to be, like the Denver murals. I mean, Anderson Cooper put me on the ridiculous list record number of times to make fun of me. But he never disagreed with me. He never said I was wrong. He just made fun of me. So go ahead and make fun of me, because that's what this is. But as the more I studied this, I realized it's not just a phallic symbol. That is a middle finger.
Stop.
That is Satan giving us the middle finger. And I can show you and prove it to you. You see these other forms over here? Those are fingers. But there's only two fingers there.
Are those
the middle
fingies?
finger? And then hidden on this side is the thumb and the index finger.
More fingy.
Can you see that?
No.
This is the thumb. This is the unshaped.
I don't
There's
see
like
it.
a diaphanous veil covering the thumb. But that's what it is. It's a hand giving us the middle finger. And of course, we all know what that means. They talk about Brandon all the time.
Hang on. He's got a drawing on it.
So I did a little outline to make it a little more clear to show you what I see. I'll put it maybe beside it. You see how... Let me see if I got it.
That's the most fucked up looking hand I've ever seen. That doesn't look... What the fuck is that? Why is the bottom of its palm screaming? Why? Why? What the fuck? I'm sorry. No, dude. No. Look. And what's so fucking weird about it too is like, number one, that is a terrible drawing. Number two, it doesn't make any sense. Like, it doesn't account for all that extra white stuff between the fucking thumb and the finger, right? And then number three, it's horrifying because if you look at the bottom, it looks like a fucking weird mutant hand that has a mouth and it can't stop screaming. Like, this haunts me. I saw this 2 days ago, and I had a dream about it last night, and it's fucked me up ever since then. It's the screaming hand. Satan's screaming flip-off hand. That doesn't make any sense because it has a web. It's weird. I don't know. It's Ricky Berwick's hand. It is, dude. It's totally Ricky Berwick's hand. Ricky Berwick's hand appeared in the doorway of some cathedral. 100%. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh man. That's too much. That is way too much. Oh my god. Let's see. Shiro Kumacha. Oh no, I read that, didn't I? Yeah, I did. There we go. Yeah, I had to scroll up. Marcus Trinius, I was late to the roundup today, but I'm thankful I made it. I, too, look forward to this at the end of the month ritual. Thanks for keeping us laughing throughout the year. I lift my homebrewed beer to you, sir. Have a happy new year. Thank you so much, buddy. Cheers. Cheers, cheers. Cheesy Chan, thank you very much. Very kind of you. Tim Clare, hey, Timmer. Glad Winter likes his train. How was that champagne I gave you? Hopefully not terrible. I actually have that champagne saved for when we get a chance to do the next midweek mimosas. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Missed last month cause the roundup was on my 35th birthday.
Oh wow.
So this month extra big love to you and the family. Hoping 2022 is better for all.
That is so incredibly generous. Dawn Does Doodles, thank you so much, buddy. That is wild. Wow, thank you. And so you missed last month because of your 35th birthday. 35 is a great year, by the way. Chat, can we all say happy birthday to Dawn, please? D-O-N. That's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm looking at our programming schedule here. We're going to run a little late, and that's okay. What the fuck is that? Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. Okay. No. It's totally cool. Okay, I got this. We're just gonna get into some of these pretty quickly because they're pretty wild and they're kind of short. So here we go. Somebody found this for me. I can't remember who, and I'm sorry. But if you do find, by the way, this is a good moment to mention this. You can always join my Discord, and especially if you're either a patron or a channel member or a Twitch subscriber, you should definitely join the Discord because you have access to supporters only, and we do movie nights and things like that. And also, my Discord is the best place to suggest content to me in the suggestions for Jeff room. Like, it's just a great way. I always check it. It's an easy way to see it, easy way to get a hold of me, or you can email me at jeff@jeffholiday.com. Somebody submitted this, and I'm really sorry that I forgot who it was. But this is from Yummy Mummy Doctor. We've shown her on the roundup before once, and this is just a random video that she put on her website, and it's wacky.
Hey, celebrity prostitutes,
Oh.
bribed politicians,
Oh.
controlled media whores,
Oh, shit.
thug law enforcers on a power trip,
Thug
and
life.
indoctrinated allopathic drug pushers. We don't want your shitty, dangerous, killer, fertility-damaging, experimental quackscenes.
Wow!
We don't want your discriminatory, segregational passport system, nor your Stepford wife social credit system.
Wow!
We don't join cults. We aren't germaphobes. We know how to read statistics. We know how to think for ourselves. And we know what narcissistic abuse looks like. We don't want to be China. You don't govern us. We know the law. And we claim our birthrights. Frankly, we're moving on without you.
Yeah, but you aren't, though, are you? You're not really moving on without us because, well, what happens if you get diabetes? You still need insulin. What happens if you fall and break your leg and you need your leg set? And antibiotics, kind of still need those. No yummy mummy doctor bullshit is really going to help when you develop sepsis. Just saying, like, this whole, like, I am angry and I am going to talk about how we're going to do this, that. It falls flat. It falls totally flat. It's a false fucking threat. And also, I'm realizing this is from her TikTok. Somebody on Discord should send me a message and remind me to look at her TikTok, by the way. And please, somebody, if you're on Discord, do that right now. At YUM Naturals. By the way, my TikTok isn't huge, but my last TikTok, I think it might have actually hit 1 million views. Like, just recently. TikTok is fucking weird, dude. Anyway, let's finish this off. It's almost done.
The trance-like hypnotic suggestions and brainwashing just didn't take with us.
Sure.
We aren't of a fluoride stare, TV level, adolescent mind who falls prey to drama and peer pressure. So you can prance around with your drolling, repetitive, embarrassing, and flailing advertising campaign all you like. But to us, it reeks of desperation, shows us what pathological liars you are, and only highlights those sellouts who have sold their souls to the agenda. But good luck. You're going to need it.
Do they? Do they though? I'm always really curious about this kind of stuff too. Is when people have this like fight the system kind of thing, and they like posture and pomp. Like obviously this is just for her audience to gas them up, make them feel like yeah we're fighting the system. But like as somebody who so like I talk about the value of science. I talk about how you can trust in peer review, or at least it's the best thing you can trust in. And like vaccines are safe because they are. You can trust in for the most part. Most biomedical science is very good and it's safe. True, it is. But I'm a critic of like the pharmaceutical industry because I think there are some really shitty and shady practices that happen. Doesn't make the medicine not work. Doesn't make vaccines like a bad thing. This is just established science. So you can criticize a company while also believing in fact, right?
Looking forward to the Roundup every month has really gotten me through this year. Thank you, and Happy New Year.
Vermin, holy shit! Oh my gosh, that is incredibly generous. That is so wildly generous. Thank you so much. You guys have been crazy killing it today. Guys, thank you so much. And look, it has been a tough year.
What if Mary was actually a trans man? Mind blown. By the way, I recently discovered that I am two-spirit, non-binary, and my pronouns are now they, them. Can I get some trans rights in the chat? I left a community that was platforming a transphobe recently and
Yeah, dude, absolutely trans rights. I mean, look, okay. let me finish my yummy mummy rant, and then I'll get into that too real quick. But they always like you can disparage against some of these huge companies, and also understand that like these are huge companies that are supported by like government subsidies. They're really not going to fail, and some random person on TikTok is really not necessarily going to make a dent in that either. It's not a perfect system. I don't have to like it. We don't have to like it, but it doesn't change what facts are. When it comes to things like leaving communities and finding yourself, we live in exceptionally new and sometimes scary times. We do. The things that I think we get bogged down in is when we look at how people are starting to express themselves and we respond in ways that are not simply I hope you're happy. I hope the best for you. We don't respond with an altruistic and a genuine, like, I want you, other person, to be happy. And instead, we project whatever types of misunderstandings or fear or confusion into the way that we react with that person. That is a very tough thing to do. Like we as an animal, we have a tendency to want to do that. We have a tendency to want to like imprint ourselves and our own like positive or negative impulses to our interactions with other people. We would be a better society and we would be a happier society if we could quell those impulses enough that when we talk to somebody and it's something new and it's something different, maybe if it's even a little uncomfortable for you, but we have our first and foremost impulse when we interact with each other to be, I want and I hope that you are happy. And that's where we start. It would be a better world. So that's what I try and do. And I wasn't always this way. And if you look far enough back, you can find me being kind of a shit. But that's what I've discovered, you know. And maybe it took a really rough road to really come to that realization, but it is what it is. But again, thank you guys for being so incredibly generous, and you are wonderful. You're making me all sappy and shit. All right, hang on. We got to get back on track. Gotta get back on track. Okay, yeah, okay. This is funny. Let's move on to this. I love you guys. You guys are great. You're making me all fucking wet and squishy. Okay, so Steven Rodriguez, the dude who likes to do self-surgery on himself with a bunch of weird hypodermic needles, has recently been getting kicked out of Walmart over and over. This is him harassing a law student.
What I'm saying is it's not my job to debate you on the mask. You can remain in the building if you like, wearing a mask, or I'll have to ask you to leave. That's the end of the story.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Daniel.
And Daniel, what medical background do you have?
I don't have any. But that's not the question. The question in this case would be trespassing.
So do you know what trespassing is?
Yeah, I'm in law school.
So define trespassing.
Again, I don't have any duty to debate this with you.
So, sir, if you are asking me to do something, then you have to explain to me why I have to do something.
Don't.
So,
I really don't.
So can I explain it to you?
Sure, go ahead.
Ah, that was your first mistake, buddy.
I'm a physician.
Okay.
40 years. I've seen 20,000 cold, I think 200,000 colds and flus.
I'm sure.
Okay, so they all go away naturally.
Yes,
No,
sir.
so you don't have to worry about a cold or flu virus. They all go away naturally.
Okay.
No intervention.
All right.
Okay, so because I'm a physician, I realized that males are not supposed to be physicians. That's what mothers do.
Uh-huh.
Mothers are natural born physicians.
Uh-oh.
So your mother gave you birth, my mother gave me birth, correct? So we are our mother's children. So matriarchs are the masters of medicine. Doctors should not exist.
You can see, like, the dude's wearing a full mask and everything, and, like, you know, body language is a huge thing, but you can see the pain in this man's eyes. Like, I don't even understand the context of what, like, okay, so I need to read the description, the title of this video. Americanist equals racist plus cannibalist plus jihadist plus Satanist, Caucasian sperminator response to truth. Wow. Play.
Hospitals should not exist. Okay, so do you know why? Do you know why? Do you want to know why?
Not really.
Okay, so you're not supporting the Constitution. Do you know what the Constitution states? That okay, so the Constitution allows for prostitution.
It does not.
Yes, it does. Do you know what slavery is? Slavery.
You're supposed to go and put it that way, yeah.
So you should know that. You don't know that. So if you don't know that, sir.
What?
If you don't know that.
Sir, can I please ask you to back up a little bit?
Yeah, get out of his fucking face.
So are you okay with the Constitution allowing for prostitution?
No. Why would wait, what?
Yes, you do.
Okay, again, I have no duty.
So that's the reason why I'm not wearing the mask.
Okay, buddy.
Yep. Sure is.
It sure is.
Happy New Year to you and Mems. Smiling face with hearts, smiling face with hearts, smiling face with hearts. Both my sisters caught COVID, so me and my BF are celebrating alone. This is cheering me up a lot, thanks.
Smiling heart face to you too. You know, Devil's Attorney, you and your boyfriend, like, I understand. There was a COVID scare over here as well too. I mean, like, I'm fully vaccinated, of course. But my dad and his girlfriend almost got exposed to COVID, and they had to quarantine, and just to be safe, like, we kind of quarantined just to wait until their test results came back, and they were clear. But yeah, it's rough, dude. It sucks. I don't know how many times I've had to do that over the past year. It's when is it going to be over, you know? Such a pain in the dick. Oh, yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm feeling it. Okay, I'm feeling it. All right. Let's see. Again, thank you so much, Don Does Doodles, Vermin Sandwich. Thank you so much, Chaotic Kitten. Thank you. Tobias BR. Thank you for the first one. And the second one says, oops, forgot to type a message with the first donation. Catching you live for the first time, and Happy New Year. It is already 2022 over here. How is it over there? How is it? We need to know. Look, guys over there across the pond, is it all doom and gloom, or is there hope? Can you tell us? Can you tell us? Do you need to use like hand signals or special like winky faces? Like it's all okay, or you're like, ooh, it's bad. Go back. Go back. But I hope everything is going good. I hope your year is going to be fantastic. Ryby says, yo, I'm a little behind, but my birthday is tomorrow, and I'm loving celebrating it with Wingnuts. This money best go to Penny Treats, by the way. Trans rights. Trans rights. Can we get a happy birthday to Rai, R-A-I? In the chat, please. Alexandria Greenwell, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you. And Devil's Attorney, thank you again. Very, very kind. Very much. Appreciate you. Now, okay. It would not be an end of the world. I mean, an end of the year roundup without the one, the only, the great Black Dragon. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah.
I've mentioned, but until it happens, it doesn't mean anything because it's just someone talking. And look at all the crap that comes off of YouTube. Look at all the crap the media tells you is true. Like YouTube. Okay, that Indian guy from, and I'm not cutting someone down for being Indian. Hello, my last life, Gandhi.
Hello.
But by the same token, that's who he is. That's descriptive. Indian guy that owns Alphabet. Well, he's the CEO, whatever. He owns it, he runs it. All these idiots are going, you'll see them. You're going to watch them drop dead. And some of you are going to know what happened and why. And if someone freaks out about it, then you tell them.
Sure.
But I want to tell you, as soon as I get out of here, immediately things start coming together for what the ET is going to be doing. And I'll be trashing a lot of this planet. A lot of the people in it.
Yeah, fuck
they're
it up.
going. But the good people are going to come out. I don't care if the body makes a funny, gesture or something. They're coming out compassionately. Like I've said, it's not like when you take a battery out of a device and it shuts down. When you pull spirit out, it's more like a like thick hair, thin.
Earth Mother. I've been curious about this for a while, actually. Earth Mother hasn't been around for a minute. Earth Mother, what do you think of the Great Black Dragon? Because, did the Great Black Dragon create the Earth Mother? Or are they, separate entities? Do they beef? Do they go out to dinner? Do they have, a psychic romance? Or, what? I don't know. Do you settle your cosmic disputes through Foursquare or Wall Ball? Wow. Foursquare and Wall Ball. Anyway.
In there, thick, and the body, all of a sudden doesn't have power. It acts up funny. They're not hurting. They're coming out. It's not ecstasy, but it sure feels nice. They're coming out feeling very good.
Yes.
And the others, well, they're going to get what they deserve. What else? What else is fair? What else is equal? What else could possibly be justice? So, but the ETs, as soon as that starts happening, as soon as I'm out of here, it starts. And you will see them. You say they come out now, moving around. I'm talking about you're going to see them big time. And you're going to see them running around with Deanna. And other people have cranked up. They'll be coming out, but...
Wait. So you're going to see the ET, aliens are going to run around with other people that you've cranked up? What does crank up mean with the Great Black Dragon? Is that some mystical fucking methamphetamine? That would be fascinating. That would be crazy. What's wrong with you, dude? I'm just fucking high. I'm high on the fucking JRA fucking transdimensional god lion-faced black dragon fucking vibe, dude. Blah. Like, dude, calm down. Do you need a Xanax or something? Shit.
This new foundation, the Essex Ramirez Anaya Foundation, that's a really big thing.
Yeah.
With the ETs in this new country being formed.
Sure.
And the ET races that have been here over 11 million years, you're going to meet some of them.
Cool.
We say this is our planet. They were here first by, over a million years. They have the food that they're going to supply that's healthier. They have they can show you with their technology what the energy looks like going through you. They can actually take you in a room or hook you or just hand you a device. It's like a scanner. It's like a piece of plastic that's got a little curve in it, and you look at it and it'll show you past lives.
That's fucking badass, dude. I wonder what my past lives would be. Chat, what do you think my okay, I want you to be honest. Serious, and I'm being serious here. Who do you think I was in a past life? I'm just curious. You can be mean. It's okay. Just be honest. Just be honest. Earth Mother says he was created by a merger between me and a big black bad dragon, if you catch my drift. Oh. Oh dear. Oh boy. And it was so fire. She sent it to me twice. Plague Doctor, Stalin. Wow. Chaplin. Dude, you know what? Chaplin and Buster Keaton are two personal heroes of mine. Scullery Maid, Jesse Custer. Somebody loves Garth Ennis like I do. Do you think like maybe in my past life I was a snake oil salesman and that's why I'm like doing my penance on Earth now, like debunking shit? Attila the Hun. Papaya farmer. 1900s burlesque dancer. That'd be fun. A pirate woman. You know what? I like that one. That's pretty good. Yeah. A big red chance, right? I like that. I like the way you guys vibe. Because we got a shit ton we still got to get through. We are going to go a little bit over time, but not by much. Because we love the Great Black Dragon. Let's give him one more minute.
That you've had. Because there's a tracking history going back to forever. You'll be having lives with your actual spirit mate, the other half of who you are. You don't need marriage. You don't need divorce. You don't need any of that crap. You need to have a nice life.
I like that.
And
okay.
How is it going to be any nicer than being with the other half of who you actually are? There's going to be the population that's going to go down too. It's going to keep going down, but it's going to go down drastically right away.
Yeah.
And then less people are going to be getting born, is why I'm saying that. But the ETs have knowledge. A lot of you are going to be traveling all over the place, some of you off planet. Just like somebody would get a job in a cruise ship and go take a cruise across the oceans and, work as a chef, a busboy, an engineer, someone to take care of the rooms and stuff. I mean, you'll be doing the same thing on ships that go out in space. Everything, your life is going to change. You need heart surgery? Fine. You set it up real quick and you go.
JRASX in favor of socialized medicine. That's cool. He's batshit crazy. But I mean, when you get past the whole calling for mass murder and people that he doesn't like are just gonna suffer and die, it's kind of got a kind of nice. No. Somebody said I was Wesley Crusher. Oh, Tim said I was a Wesley Crusher in a previous life. So the other thing I was going to tell you about, when I was looking through my jacket, I totally forgot about this. Ian who is my best friend and does the soap opera stream with me, which we're doing tomorrow. Again, let everybody know on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/RealJeffHoliday. Follow it. Tomorrow we're gonna be watching some soap operas. He found this random thing at a fucking secondhand shop, and he brought over this box full of stuff, and he gave it to me, and I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna use those as business cards. And I stuck them. I forgot I stuck them in my jacket. I was kind of drunk when I did it. I'm like, yeah. Anytime I like meet somebody and I want to give them my business card, I'm gonna give them this as my business card. And this is what they are. Like I'll pull them out of my pocket and I'll be like, yeah, there you go. That is what is this from? 1991 collectible cards encounter at Farpoint from Star Trek Next Generation. Oh hey, how about from the first season Code of Honor? And I'll just hand that to people and be like, yeah, no, here's my card. Here's my card. There you go. You can keep that. And like, I just fucking because. Just because. Fuck it. Whatever. Honestly, like, and that's the thing, like, I have found over my weird, bizarre, crazy, fucked up life, it's those weird moments that you can instill chaos in moments where there should not be any chaos that just makes things more interesting. So just giving people a random collectible card from 20 years ago with Star Trek on it can really fuck with somebody's brain. It's good. Do it. All right. Let's see. Where are we at? I think I read Alexandria Greenwell. Yeah, I did. Thank you again. And Devil's Attorney. Ali Mario, my New Year resolution is skip back into game programming since my time in college 2 years ago. Hope everyone achieves theirs. Just spreading some positivity. Thank you so much, Ali. Sam Vissers, I tune in every month just for the Great Black Dragon. Let's see. Tobias says, happy birthday to Rye. Well, fireworks aren't fully allowed in Germany except for kid stuff as well as fireworks for blank guns. Otherwise, it's great. And MDV Mike says, Earth Mother had the Black Dragon committed. That's why they have bead. Why they have bead? Beef. That's why they have beef. Got it. Yeah. Like tears in the rain. All right. Okay. So we've got 5 left. All right. You know what? I'm not even going to give you any context on this. We're just going to watch it. It was part of the promo.
Help the heterosexual males increase their proclivity towards being that dominant, but at the same time Aquarian male for their women and for their world. So arousing yourself to full erection. Connecting to the kidneys through the base of the penis. Pressing and releasing. So inhale from your penis into your balls. Really get down into your balls. Spiral the energy and then shunt it up into your sacrum. Nourishing your bones. Really get down into the balls. Make sure you're bringing your consciousness into your balls. Whether you're a hetero...
Fellas, when is our consciousness not in our balls? You know what I'm saying? Just,
sexual male or a shaman, you really need to bring all the energy into your balls. You really need to get back into our testes as a culture. And then spiral the energy and bring some of it up to your sacrum. Oh, fuck yeah!
Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah, bro!
Exhale. Raise your door of light.
There we go. I will not explain. And you can't. You can put a gun to my head, And I'll tell you honest, I have no idea what the fuck that was. he put it on there. He put it on there, man. Wild Naked Man decided he wanted to put that video on there. He calls it sexual kung fu. I don't know what that means.
Is this CBT?
Probably. I mean, Is this turn? I mean, like, dude, there are videos on YouTube of people giving birth, okay? Like, and like, whole things shown and shit like that. Like, I'm not worried about it. No, I'm not worried about it at all. Dude was probably, like, playing with a fucking, I don't know, an action figure, as far as I know. That's probably what it was. He's probably playing with a Season 1 Star Trek The Next Generation Tasha Yar action figure, and he was like, yeah, the joints are super articulated. It's so super cool. That's what it was. That's what he was doing. You heard it here. And I will not explain. Oh, boy. MDV Mike says chi is stored in the balls. Yes, indeed. Chi is stored in the balls. And you know what? If you want to have a fresh and fly chi is stored in the balls t-shirt, you can go to brainforcesideeffects.com. Chi is stored in the balls. Shortcake says, God damn it, Jeff, I was too sober for that. I have been drinking champagne for the past 3 hours, and I was too sober for that, okay? I am with you, my friend. I am with you. Okay. Yeah, all right. You know, we're just going to move right into it. Here we fucking go. Here we go.
I was asked a very strange question. I actually first saw it in the comments, and then someone sent me an email to ask, were Adam and Eve actually the first clones? Wow. And that's a very, very interesting question. There's so many theories out there, beloveds. And the important thing is theories, narratives, and it's all about connecting to a narrative that makes sense to you, that resonates with you, that you feel something. And then, you know, remember, you have to, it's always, narratives are always expanding. Today you'll believe this, but when you reach a certain level of consciousness, that belief will be too little, because you'll know everything, all the different dimensions of it. So you'll have to move to a new belief and develop faith in that. And then once you develop faith, everything is revealed. That's how you move from layer to layer, from level to level, from dimension to dimension.
Sure.
Were Adam and Eve the first clones? You know, there's a story that says that us melanated beings actually came from Sirius A and Sirius B. And this is actually...
I thought you were plants. That's a deep cut to an old Roundup. I'm sorry. For some people who haven't seen every Roundup, that's probably going to sound really fucking weird, but... okay. Melanated beings come from Sirius A and B. Okay.
I had this download, and then this information was given to me when I was 16, and it really resonated and has always, it hit me so deep. And it talked about how there were melanated extraterrestrials on Sirius A and B, and they came and they literally created us melanated ones in their image and built us with all these powers so that we could, you know, so that we could literally populate this planet as a form of expanding their nations, expanding their kingdoms. And that's why all the pyramids and even mountains like Mount Zion, which is directly in alignment with the pyramids. What are the odds of that?
I don't know.
And Mount Zion is Mount Kenya. Stories for other days. That's why everything was connected with Sirius, and that's why the Great Return was always connected to when the Sirius star system would be, you know, perfectly in the sky. That's when we see the perfect alignment to the pyramids in Egypt.
Okay.
So they say that these beings created us in their image, and then left us as custodians of this place to kind of, you know, populate the earth, you know, do our great works, etc., etc.
Sure.
Some say they return every turning of an age, like the age that we're about to transition into now. But when it comes to Adam and Eve, you see, what many don't know is that humans, we're not all the same. We all have different origins. We're all almost like different species. So you know how in the cat family, you have cats, you have tigers, you have lions, you have cheetahs, you have leopards.
No.
And all of them are very different, but they're all considered cats. That's what you could say about humanity. We're all humans, but we've been seen.
No, that's not how taxonomy works. What the fuck? No, we're not like different species of felines. Holy shit, we're all one species. No! Oh my god. Okay, what does Earth Mother say? Dr. Mumbi, you must be joking. No, I am from Sirius. God damn it. God damn it! Earth Mother, what the fuck? Okay, alright. Okay, alright. That was very dramatic. That was great.
By different, entities that are not of this earth. That's what they call extraterrestrials.
Wait, okay, so she's saying that the different races are in fact different species, and we were all seeded by different groups of aliens. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Outside, beyond this world, maybe beyond this dimension, but still in this world. Stories for other days.
Fuck, why not?
So what they say, there's also a storyline that says, that our highest level scientists, back in the day of Lemuria and Atlantis, you should definitely do research into that, beloveds.
Definitely.
That our highest level scientists, who are almost like mad scientists, created a slave race.
Nope. The Egyptians were obsessed with Sirius A and B. Looks like one star.
True.
Because its rising was about a week before the flooding on the Nile.
True.
So they knew when to plant so they could eat.
Yes.
Sorry. No aliens.
That is true. I was really I'm so glad you brought that up, One-Eyed Heathen. Yeah. No, that is 100% true. 100% true. Like there is a connotation to this that actually does make sense. It is not a bunch of aliens decided to like see different genetic material. Like, holy shit, dude. This is quite possibly the most racist video I've ever shown on the fucking Roundup. Let's back it up for a second. I want to hear this.
Atlantis, you should definitely do research into that, beloveds.
Thank you, buddy.
That
Thank you.
our highest level scientists, who are almost like mad scientists, created a slave race. The non-melanated ones, literally to run things, to run their affairs. Some say they were experimenting. They were trying to be like God. Others said they created this race to be like the working bees who would do all the hard work that they didn't want to do. But, others say it was like a mad experiment. There's so many different dimensions to the story, beloveds. But long story short, they say that they were created. So, and when you look at the creation story, it talks about let us build them in our image, in our likeness. And they talk about an Elohim, a group of high-level spiritual beings that came together. And if we understand that, then we can understand why Eve was created from Adam's rib. Because then if it's a whole cloning situation, then that would make sense. And why he was made from clay.
Oh my God.
Because then that's not, and that should be clear that is not our creation story.
Okay.
Because we were not made from clay, beloveds. We were made from stardust.
True.
Because we're spiritual beings having this human experience. And so could it be possible that those that gave birth to us are different to those that cloned Adam and Eve, and were Adam and Eve the first clones? It seems that way. The way the description is made, like he was made and then he was put there and then it was like, did he have a soul? Well, he did breathe spirit into him, right? This God, this Elohim, this creator. and then he was put to sleep and his rib was removed. Doesn't it look like the cloning centers and doesn't it sound like that?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't sound like that at all. It doesn't sound like that at all. It sounds like a very old parable written a long time ago from people who had no idea what cloning actually was. It sounds like a creation myth, something that we have thousands upon thousands of different random retellings of. Looking at something that was written by somebody who is probably eating wacky fucking mushrooms in the goddamn desert and having a fucking fever hallucination and saying, well, doesn't that make sense in our modern terms, is not a good fucking argument. It's not. What's even more not a good fucking argument is then to take weird examples of race relations and try and like pin it on like extraterrestrial influence. We don't need an external explanation for why there are problems with people and different groups. Human cruelty is the answer. That's why it exists. Not aliens, not some like weird ancient role-playing blobbity-boobity-boobity bullshit. No, just natural human cruelty. And the truth of the matter is, one of the most brilliant things about humans and what raises us up away from animals is that we, unlike animals, have the ability to not be cruel. And we should celebrate that rather than just be like, hey, my beloveds, the reason why we're so shitty is because of the aliens. Fuck off. No, it's not. It's so stupid. It's so dumb.
Happy New Year. Yay. Much love from family to yours and all the holidayers. Thank you for what you do. I have had a blessed year and hope this will help you ring in the new year. Love to the ones not here and trans rights and love.
Aww.
Bring on the new year.
Brandon, thank you so much. That is incredibly generous. Buddy, I love you. That's really, really generous. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate you. That's wonderful. That's wild. That's wild. That's absolutely wild. That's what we call in the industry a banger. It's a banger of a fucking video for sure. And it's pretty wild. Azula Maxine Alv's share. It's about connecting with a theory or narrative that resonates with you. Wait. Did she just admit that it's all fiction? Yeah, I think she did. Soulstone says, everyone calm down. He's just releasing his chi. Oh, this dude. Hang on. Wait. Are we talking about?
Really get down into the balls. Make sure you're bringing your consciousness into your balls. Whether you're a heterosexual male or a shaman, you really need to bring all the energy into your balls. Really need to get back into our testes as a culture. And then spiral the energy and bring some of it up to your sacrum.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, that dude. Yeah, he's just releasing his chi, guys. He's just releasing his chi. It's fine. One-eyed heathen, thank you very much for that. I really appreciate that. Ravenfire, Mumbi and the balls guy back-to-back gave you psychic damage, didn't it, Jeff? Yes, it did. Ian Poster, testing out a theory. Okay, yeah, for sure. All right, so we've got 3 videos left. 3 videos left to the end of the year. 3 videos left for the Wingnut Roundup in 2021. I've got some cringe for you. And you're not going to expect what it is, but here we go. This is from the dude who does like back chisels and ass jackhammers, Dr. Bo Hightower. And it's the Island Boy.
Keep it on my island, boy. I'ma keep it on my island, boy. I'ma keep it like it's out. I want. Tell that boy to really keep that gun. I'm just gonna get my back cracked. Yeah, you ready? No, island boy style. Ooh. But he's going in. Oh my god.
There we go.
What?
What's going on out there, YouTube land? Today we are with the brand new hottest stuff on the streets right now. You know them, the Island Boys. We got Kodiak Red and Fly Soldier here with us today, and they're gonna get some crack from me, and it's their first time. So they're gonna talk a little bit about their success. They got a cameo out. If you haven't seen their new YouTube video, go check it out. Not that they need the promotion on TikTok. They got 8, 10 million over there, Instagram, everything's blowing up. So we're blessed to have them here today, and you guys ready to get some crack?
I'm about to get some crack. Yeah.
Let's go. And these grills, man.
Yeah.
You guys always had those?
No, we just got them
Okay.
for like a month now.
Okay.
But look, listen, man, it's Kodiak Red. It's Fly Soldier, the Island Boys. We're about to get some crack. I can't wait. You know how it works. You can't afford it just to give us some crack. So, you know.
For the biggest crack dealer on the internet. Sorry, YouTube.
You know, at one point, I had a video in the lineup, which was gonna be Fly Soldier, I think, is the dude's name. I don't know these fucking dudes. They're insufferable as fuck. But it was like this one minister dude who had screen capped like a live, and he talks about how like he sold his soul to the devil for like success or something like that. I was like, you know what? I can't do that to my audience. It's bad enough I'm gonna have to infect their brains with Island Boys at all. But yeah, Dr. Bo Hightower, jackass chiropractor that he is, he's dredging the depths of any celebrities he can to try and increase his profile on YouTube. And he's gross. He's super gross. Fuck that. All right. And yeah, he's the biggest crack dealer on YouTube. All right, we're gonna just move straight into the next one. This is not gross. Only the last video is actually physically gross, okay? And it's only because that's tradition. That's the only reason why. But this is some wackadoo shit. We're gonna hear from Harry Matadine, and he's gonna talk about aged urine eye drops. He's not gonna do any aged urine eye drops, but he's just gonna talk about it. So here we go.
So anyway, the main mechanism of action of
Jesus Christ, you're loud. Fuck me.
fresh urine, it's not the only benefit, the main reason why it's so powerful is because it's structured water. Structured because you can tell it's vortexed. It's vortexed. The kidneys filter the water, but it's unstructured.
So aged urine is vortexed. The kidneys take it in, but it's unstructured. Okay.
By the kidneys. What structures it inside your body, the urine, is actually this thing in the middle called your heart. It's what Dr. Thomas Cowan has figured out, and I'm passing on the knowledge which I figured out through Dr. Thomas Cowan. Your heart is a pump. Oh, it's not a pump. Your heart, I don't know the main, but the heart is there to vortex the water that the kidneys distill. So your water, your blood, water, which is your urine, your blood is structured. Your urine, your blood is, even if you're really sick, is structured. Your urine is structured, and the kidneys distill it, and then what brings it alive is the vortexer, which is your heart. Your heart pumps and vortexes the water.
So your kidneys distill urine, and then it pumps the urine into your heart. That's not how that works, but it distills it into your heart, and your heart is a vortex, which is going to vortex pump your Okay.
So in effect, fresh urine is vortexed, or another way of saying it, structured water. You can see this if you're a guy, because when you take a pee, next time you go to the urinals, have a look and you'll see your urine do a little spin like this. It doesn't come out straight, it spins urine, like it's vortexed, because it's literally urine is vortexed water. So that's the main mechanism of action of fresh urine. And then, to connect the dots even further, and that really wasn't, this is not a big debate. The big debate, I'd say, is still, I don't know why, because I've been banging on for ages and I know the truth. Aged urine, the big debate is, why does aged urine, what is the reason why aged urine becomes more powerful every day that it sits in a bottle with a closed, or like you sit in a closed lid, in the dark, in the sunlight, freeze it, boil it, whatever, it just becomes more structured.
Because it gets stanky.
every day that it gets older, the piss, the aged, becomes more powerful. Well, again, I figured it out. It becomes, from fresh urine, which is structured, yep, every day it sits in a bottle, it becomes more and more and more and more and more and more structured. It becomes what I dubbed in my second book, and I'll keep drilling into you guys, what I call uber super structured water, the likes of which you've never drunk in your life before. Beyond the structure, the mere tame structure of fresh urine, beyond the mere tame structure of fruit juices and vegetable juices, which...
Okay. So every time they talk about like aged urine becoming more structured or anything like that, because I hear this all the time, like, okay. I need you guys to understand something. This job that I have requires me to dedicate a significant amount of brain power to trying to understand the arguments made by people who drink their pee-pee. Not just that drink their pee-pee, but like rub their old stanky pee-pee on like all parts of their body. And this is why daddy drinks. But anyway, when you have to deal with something that's unfortunate and you don't like, because obviously I don't like this. I find it fascinating and I find it really funny, but I don't like it. You find coping mechanisms, right? So every time they talk about like structured urine, I just imagine like a weird void of piss crystals and like the dozers from Fraggle Rock like building lattices of like crystallized piss to make like weird piss cities. And like that's what I think about. Is that weird? That's probably weird. Anyway, Earth Mother says Gandalf wouldn't approve of your Shivambu eye drops, long lost Bagginses. Yeah, Harry Matadine does look a little bit like a hobbit, doesn't he? Yeah, okay. One more video. All right, so content warning. This is gross. It's gross. This is Sverige. And Sverige is going to talk about some high meat. And for those of you who don't know, high meat is rotten raw meat. Here we go. Fair warning.
I want to give you an update on how to make high meat because my method has changed over the years. Get an airtight jar and fill it up to around 60% with meat, preferably liver because it tastes better. Leave it for around 3 months at least at a temperature of around 6 to 10 degrees Celsius and never air it. This will produce the best high meat possible. It should taste something like a mixture of dark chocolate and red wine, possibly other flavors, and it should look more or less like this, a somewhat brown color, and of course you will learn from experience what high meat actually should look and taste like. This is a 3-week-old liver, simply dried in the fridge, but it still tastes very good, of course, because at the end of the day, all that this is a fermented food, just like any other that humans consume all of the time nowadays.
Oh my God.
I've tried a lot of high meat over the years, all kinds of animals, different parts of the animal. A lot of people have given me their high meat to taste, and I always feel some...
But really, fellas, it's the spirit of giving.
Imagine if they start thinking aerosolizing their pee is a good idea, to maximize their exposure and aura. Anyway, have a bit more money, trans rights.
Trans rights. Thank you so much, Gadadada. You know what? There are so many. If you search for urine and nebulizer on YouTube, you'll find it. Where they huff pee. I'm not fucking around. They fucking do it. They will huff piss. They huff pee. They fucking do it. Anyway, yeah, this dude's gonna. Oh, so real quick, just Earth Mother, do you have any advice or predictions for 2022? Let's get a little bit more of this rotten meat eating enthusiast.
Kind of high from it. I have met a lot of people who don't feel anything from it at all, and this is always because they already have some kind of digestive issues. And of course the high meat can help long term, but to experience any benefits from the high meat, you will first have to heal your gut.
All right, gross.
You vids and especially the round helped keep me sane through self-quarantine and the tons of therapy I have been going through. Thanks for everything you do for us, Daddy Jeff. Also, trans rights.
Oh, I love you, Azula. That's very, very sweet of you. I really appreciate that. That's great. You know, and that's something that I think I want to point out too. And this is very real. This is very true. It's been tough. It's been very, very tough. Past 2 years have kicked our asses. And it's okay if you need fucking help. It's okay if sometimes things get to be too much. I am a big, big advocate. And like, okay. I can tell you guys a little bit of a story real quick before we wrap things up. When I was younger and I was a teenager, I had a lot of problems. My parents didn't really quite understand where I was at, and when I started going through a lot of changes in my body, my mind, and everything like that, they didn't know how to help me. And I ended up having to go through a series of psychiatrists. I had a terrible experience. Terrible. It was not good. It didn't help. I was lost and despondent. I didn't know anybody that I could talk to or find some kind of advice that would really guide me through it. And I ended up having to do that alone. And it was rough. And that gave me an opinion that it wasn't okay to try and find help if I was not okay. I just had to be strong and stoic and self-reliant. Until sometime, not that long ago, where I couldn't do it by myself. I couldn't. And I was lost. And I was hurting. And it was too much. And so I did reach out. And I did find some help. And I did find somebody to talk to. And there's no shame in that. Sometimes it could be your family. Sometimes it has to be your friends. Sometimes it has to be a stranger. Nobody can really tell you what kind of help you might need. But if you do need help, it's good to seek that sort of thing out. And it is okay. It is okay if you need to. It helped me. All right. What does Earth Mother say? My prediction, you will have plenty of work for years to come. Trust me, I've seen what's out there. Yeah, I bet you have. Fantastic. Brilliant. You know what? We made it, guys. We made it. We have survived 2021. And if I can survive it, so can you. We all can. Let's see. Azula Maxine Alvacher. That is the first time I've actually heard someone pronounce my name that way, and I kind of love it. Just so you know, on our where it's actually Alvacher. Oh, okay. I will try and remember that. MDV Mike, you mean this is why Daddy drinks alcohol? Finish your sentences around these pee takers. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yeah, for sure. Gata Data, thank you again so much. Azula Maxine Alvacher. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Spudgun, thank you. And Victor Keel says thank you for the good time. You know what? Thank you guys so much for being here with me. Gosh, what else is there really to say? 2021 has sucked. But the Wingnut Roundup and doing the Wingnut Roundup with you guys every single month this year has saved me. And a long time ago, I watched this random interview on the Disinformation DVD. Disinformation used to be a huge website. It's run by a guy named Richard Metzger. Richard Metzger is amazing. And he did an interview with a man by the name of Howard Bloom. And I love Howard Bloom. Howard Bloom is incredible. And he talked so eloquently about the status of like how people, especially younger people, how they're dealing with the changes in the world around us. And I felt so powerfully about what he said that I dug around until I found his email address, and I wrote Howard Bloom, and I told him how important it was, the words that he said, and how incredible they had impacted me. And this is what Howard Bloom sent to me. The world is a dark place. It is full of terror and awfulness, but it is also full of beauty. And the best thing that anybody can do is to take a moment and to save each other. Just a little bit, here and there, a little gesture, a kind word, a little bit of gratitude. Every single day, if we find a little way to save each other, we can save ourselves. And I want to thank you for your email, because tonight, you saved me. And I've never forgotten that. And I've decided to live my life by that. So, from mine to yours, my family to your family, 2021 has been terrible. It has been awful. But it has been full of beautiful little gems that we can take with us into the future. Victor Keel says, thank you for the good time. Thank you. Tim Clare says, everyone remember to take mental health days. Absolutely. Richard God says, happy New Year's Eve from Sydney. One-Eyed Heathen says, when the Brits say taking the P155, they didn't mean you should drink it. Trans rights. Thank you very much. I hope you're well. I hope your family's well. We'll see you next year, okay? I love you guys. I love you so much. We'll see you at the Wingnut Roundup for January. Bye, guys. Let's do it one more time. Bye, everybody. I love you. I mean it.
And you won't stop, and you don't stop, and you won't. I was a terror since the public school era. Bathroom passes, cutting classes, squeezing asses. Smoking blunts was a daily routine since 13. A chubby nigga on the scene. I used to have the tray deuce and the deuce in my bubble goose. Now I got the Mac in my knapsack, lounging black, smoking sacks up in axe and sidekicks with my sidekicks, rocking fly kicks. Honeys wanna chat.